It's rotating.
Oh, I see the thing.
We are live.
It says 0 people. Okay, so now what do I share now? What's up at the top?
Huh?
What do I share
Say it
now?
again.
What do I share
What do you
now?
mean?
Do I share
What do you
what's
mean? What
up
do you
at
share?
the top, that, or send the guest, not a guest request?
No, you're on.
Do
The
I?
only thing you share in StreamYard is if you want somebody to come into StreamYard. If
So
you
how do
want to
I share
share,
this on my page? That's what I'm saying.
just go on your page. You want them to come into StreamYard?
Yeah, they can come in the stream. They see the same thing, right?
I don't know. I
Mm.
figured you just do it on Facebook with
Okay.
the So What You Think group. But if you're not specifically targeting So What You Think, then share StreamYard on your personal page.
Okay. Let me see if I can do that.
Okay.
Cause that'll bring them up on.
You need to share YouTube on your personal page.
Oh, YouTube. Okay. Let me see if I can get to that.
Yeah.
Oh wait. You know what? Can do you see YouTube?
I'm on YouTube.
Okay. Okay. Let me see if I can go to YouTube. View on YouTube.
Sipping and tripping. Jan, where'd you go? Hey, I see somebody else is on here from YouTube. How you doing?
I'm back.
I see.
I'm back. Oh
Welcome
wait.
back,
The
girl.
people are here. Hold on, y'all. We got to do our opening for y'all. Hold on. Y'all got to get a countdown. Y'all in here. Y'all in here just listening to stuff. My eyes are watering.
It's
I
She
time.
would
can't
humble you, humble you.
hear. I tried to hear
Sip
They
something.
was
I
and
trying to
hear
see if
like
you could hear them. They was talking about they
drink.
were listening.
Sipping
She
and
would humble you.
drinking. Sipping and drinking. Sipping and drinking. Sipping and drinking. Sipping and drinking. With Chicago and gin.
Y'all have no idea how much we love that silly opening, and we hope
we
that you
really
do
do.
too. We hope that you do too, because we just had a ball with that. Now I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of this thing on my screen. Hold on, one more thing I got to do, then I'm done. Now get
Okie dokie smoky. I'm just say good afternoon, everybody. Good evening, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You are in for an interesting show.
girl, I'm tired of myself. Okay, y'all hold in there because we trying to get used to this thing here now, y'all. Okay, we two mature chicks trying to get used to all this. Intranet stuff.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Oh Lord. Oh, I
It
wanted
is.
to send this to one person. Doggone it.
Who did you want to send it to?
Somebody I listen to on YouTube. Okay, I'm gonna have to see if I can do it. Then that'll be the last time I have to duck out of here. Hold on.
Okay.
You said do it through.
I forgot to tag you. Hold on. Let me edit mine and tag you.
Okay.
There we go. I'm tag Nisha, Roncita, and
Oh, you can do it everybody on the So What You Think page.
yeah, that's well.
Oh,
I'm
you mean
not
people in
in, so
particular you want to.
I'm in my personal
Okay.
page.
Okay, I got you. YouTube.
Sipping and tripping. I know this can't be allergies. My eyes are watering and my nose is running. Jen, are you frozen? Y'all, Jen is frozen. Jen is frozen. Come back, Jen. Come on back. Come back to me. I'm begging you, please. Come back to me. I want you to. Maybe I need some sleep. Maybe that's my problem. I think I like this like better. Let's see. Mm, we're gonna go with this one. Hey y'all. Give us a second. Waiting on Jen to come back. Actually, while we're waiting on Jen, I will kick it off and talk about
I feel like that
what's
James Brown song. I'm back. Dude,
hey.
I'm back. Okay, y'all. So we're just gonna get on right to it. Okay, Sharice, what we talking about first, girl?
Let's talk about Pippen and Jordan.
Ooh.
I thought they were going for another championship ring, but I
We're
guess
going all the
McCarthy,
way.
yes, y'all, Larsa Pippen and Marcus Jordan have called it quits. Finito.
I wonder why.
I don't know.
But I
Could
just
it be?
wonder why.
Could it be the 18-year age difference?
Girl, I ain't trying to be around nobody no 18 years younger than me. To
Let's
do
see.
nothing
She's
except
49.
help take
He's
out my
30.
garbage and change a light bulb way up high.
Hello, hello.
No,
They
thank you.
said, from what I've read, from what I've gathered from my very minute research,
Mm-hmm.
is that um, they just came across some small issues in their relationship and decided to take a break.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Small issues, meaning that she realized that.
well, a lot of what they said had a lot to do with the internet and their relationship being so public. And my thought process was, you made it that way.
The internet is brutal.
The internet is very brutal,
It's mean to
but
me. I can tell you, it's mean to me. Oh
because
wait, because we
Beyonce
look
and
here,
Jay Z,
because we are live on the YouTube page. You know, those of you that are always down in my comment section calling me out my name. You know,
and
like I won't get at you. But go ahead, girl.
welcome everybody. I see we have some more people on. We have two
Okay.
people from Facebook and two people from YouTube. We getting there, girl. We getting there.
Woo-hoo! You all are really participating in our real first live on YouTube because last week we were testing things, and this
Yes,
week, we're trying to go and get this thing out here. We sipping and tripping.
sipping and tripping. Matter of fact,
Which
what are
we
you
going
sipping
look.
with?
Which tonight we really gonna be talking about why you single for those of you who are 40 and older. So baby, call a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend to get on here because we're about to talk about that thing. Why are you single
Why
after
are you
40?
single?
Because I got questions.
Hello, who's this? Somebody said hello.
Who was that girl?
They're coming from Facebook, so I can't see them.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. Let me pull up Facebook.
Okay, okay.
Un momento.
Well, we appreciate y'all being in here with us because we're gonna be here every Thursday night at 7 p.m. We're gonna build this thing up. It's gonna be the place where we're gonna talk about a lot of singleness and over 40.
Hi,
Someone
Nick
said
Price.
hello. Oh, Nick is here.
Yes, Nick is
Nick,
here.
you hang in here because we're gonna be talking about this why we single over 40 thing. And since you was the guy, 'cause Nick is always Nick, you always talking about what women be getting on your nerves and stuff. We gonna talk about it tonight. Okay,
So
okay.
Nick got a problem with the ladies
Nick
getting
be
on his.
ready. Nick, what do you know what I like about Nick though? Nick have a strong opinion and he sticks to it. Articulate brother. I like that about him.
Hey, if you have the courage of your convictions, I mean that I respect that.
Okay. Okay.
I respect it a lot. But
Okay.
speaking of somebody that's gonna need help in her dating life after 40,
Who is that?
Larsa Larsa Pippins.
Ain't she already past 40?
Well, you said 40 and up.
Well, she may well come on here and join us.
She really should, because I think she
Hmm.
needs some help.
Nick, we want you to be prepared to come and be live with us on here now. So go on and comb your hair and stuff and, pull the boogers out your eyes and stuff. You come on here. Once you get ready, put your cute color on and all that.
Get
Let
you a
the ladies
nice
hear
little
from you because
Q-tip.
we got questions.
Damn your eyes.
We got questions.
Yes, indeed.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Okay.
so Larsa and Marcus are finito,
Do you
and we're
find
so
that younger
sad.
men are attracted to older women a lot?
Oh yes, yes.
See, I know
They
y'all may find this hard to believe, but I don't know what it is about me and somebody young that's always trying to come my way because nothing about my spirit is like woohoo, playful and all of that. But for some reason,
well, Usher seems to like the geriatric girls.
I don't know what's going on with Ursha with
I
that. He
don't
just
either.
married his last. Well, yeah, he just married another one.
Anomaly to me. I
This
don't.
tells you. This tells you you could pull that.
Oh well, yeah, we
He too could
can.
be yours. Who said something about
I'm
pancakes?
trying to. I just want to tap into Usher and find out what he finds appealing about women 10 or more years older than him.
I have a theory.
What's your theory?
I cannot share.
Well,
He
why are
likes
we even?
he likes not a lot of knowledge. I think
He what?
he wants knowledge. Somebody said a mother figure.
They sure did.
I think he likes knowledge.
Oh, that's Nick.
If you're on Facebook
That's
and you're
Nick.
commenting, you have to put your name. Well, okay, so it's Nick. Okay, but because our
Yeah,
that page over there is private, it don't let us. Oh man, I should have sent this to somebody. I just thought about it.
you still can.
Okay, it's gonna kick me out of the thing, so I'll be back in just a second. Hold on.
Quite all right. I got this.
Okay, now let me go
But
see
with
what I do.
regards to the younger men who are attracted to older women, I've had my season of younger men. And when I say younger, I'm talking like 20s and early 30s. And I was in my late 40s, early 50s. Well, I'm still in my early 50s. I'm only 52. And they would, they were aggressive, not aggressive. Let me take that back. Assertive, very assertive. And personally, I have no interest in anybody in their 30s. It's a no for me. My son is in his 30s. And whenever I hear 30s, I instantly think my son. I instantly think, although my son is very mature, he's very intelligent. I'm not just saying that because that's my baby. But,
It's gonna put me out one more time. Ignore me.
okay, it's a no for me. However, um, I don't know. Maybe I would go for someone in their mid 40s. Maybe. I don't know. I really don't know. Because in all honesty, I didn't even think I'd be single this long. I don't know what I would do or what direction I would go in. It would really just depend on who can hold my attention the longest. And as of right now, nobody has held my attention. I met this guy in the car wash at the car wash last week, Friday, I think it was, and wasn't attractive to
I
me
can
right
hear
off the
you
bat.
again.
Like for me, it's always what catches me right away, and um, just physically just wasn't my type. But that's not always an end all to be all for me. Spoke well, seemed like a nice guy,
Hmm.
and so I we exchanged phone numbers. Well, he's called a couple of times, and I have not answered the phone.
Wait, did you say you met somebody and you haven't? Wait a minute. You met somebody. He
I
got
saw
your
a guy in
number.
the car wash.
Okay.
I gave him my number.
Okay.
I have not answered the phone.
Now my question:
Uh-huh.
why you give him your number if you weren't going to answer the phone?
Because I thought I might answer my phone.
Why you not answer the phone though? Inquiring minds want to know. Like, what's up?
Because, I put a post up on Facebook a week
Hmm.
or so ago, and it was basically
Hmm.
saying, I know why I'm I know why I'm single because I struggle
Okay.
with the idea of being with somebody. As much as I would love to be with somebody,
Hmm.
I don't want to be with anybody. So it's just when I gave him my number, I was thinking, okay, it'll be nice to just go out, we hang out, have some adult conversation. Um,
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know what my thought process was at the time. But when he called my phone, I was like,
Do you think you're gonna be one of those people that want separate beds or bedrooms when you get married?
I want a separate house.
Girl, don't make me choke on the water right on the internet.
I have said this on several occasions.
A
I
separate
don't have
house.
to live with my husband. We don't have to live together. We don't. I
Come
am
who
not
now?
of
What
the
now?
mindset. We don't have to live together. Mm-mm.
Come what now?
No, we don't.
Okay. Well, okay,
I,
girl.
I don't think that. I'm okay.
Okay, girl. Okay, girl. Okay.
Okay,
That's
girl.
different. Okay, that's okay.
But
So
now,
that
don't
sounds
get me
like you
wrong.
just want
I'm
a
not opposed
boyfriend.
to it. I'm
Uh,
not opposed to it, but it doesn't have to be that for me.
so you get married and then you just okay, see you later. Holler at me, player, when you see me on the street. I'm trying to figure out.
Okay.
Hello, husband. I haven't seen you in about 2 weeks. How you doing? You want to stop
So,
by? Yeah.
Jen, we can
Or
live next door to each other. If there's a available house on the block, you
are you
buy it.
building real estate? You really building
We
an empire?
we can do that. We
Okay.
can live on a plot of land that's big enough for two houses.
Mhm.
You have your space, I have mine. We can have
Okay.
a tiny house lot where it's just
Okay.
a bunch of tiny homes, and
Mhm.
ours is two of them. We can
It's
do that.
different. It's different.
It's
It is different.
different, and my reason behind it is there are a lot of people who get married or cohabitate, and they do that for a long time, and then they break up.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
And then there are a lot of people who never live together, who never put a title on it, and they stay
Mhm.
together forever. I feel
Wow.
that I feel that as adults, it's okay to create the relationship that works for you. It's okay to build the foundation the way you want it to be built.
Okay, but what is it about the actual being together part don't you like?
I like being by myself.
So what do you actually want from the marriage then if you just want to be by yourself?
Well,
You want the
at this
wedding?
point in at this point in my life,
Or
marriage is a business.
it's transactional?
It's transactional. Um,
Okay.
if I let me just say this: if I didn't have family that would inherit whatever I have to leave,
Hmm.
then I would be more focused on being married, having someone. so that they would benefit from whatever I have instead of it going to the state or
So you
whatever.
really just want somebody you could run back and forth to doctor's appointments and stuff with, and run to the store for you.
Yeah, let's help each other. Let's let's just help each other throughout the rest of
Whatever.
these days.
Look, I said whatever works for whoever. Okay, but not for me, but whatever works for
I'll
whoever.
probably have 20 good summers left, in the words of what's her name, Jennifer Lewis.
I
I
have
probably have.
always, I have always loved that song. Neither one of us wants to be the first to say goodbye, and I thought it was a song about breaking up, but it's
Hmm.
really a song about staying together.
Yeah,
And I was like,
yeah.
I did not realize that this. So I always say now, whenever I do the song now, I'm like, do you know that one uncle or cousin or family member you know? And you like, why are they together? Because they really love each other in their own crazy way.
Yeah,
It works for them.
yeah.
Okay. So if you said neither one of us wants to be the first to say goodbye, like you call them all kinds of, he gets on my nerve. What are you doing? And then they go home and you be like, and they've been together how long? 40 years.
And they still together.
And they still together.
Like that couple on In Living Color, Mr. and Mrs. Was it Bruce? And we still together.
Oh Lord.
Now they would fight each other. They would they would, they were tearing each other up, but they were still together.
Lord. I remember my ex-husband's grandparents were not together anymore, but whenever it would be family get-togethers, they would get together and still be laughing and talking and stuff. And his
Mhm.
grandfather used to say to her all the way, Ruth, when I die, bury me deep and make sure that Ruth is right there at my feet. Bury me deep within my grave and put a hammer in my hand so I can beat her to somebody. He said, bury me deep with a hammer in my hand so I can beat Ruth to the promised land. And they would just crack up laughing.
Oh my goodness,
I was like, they were too cute.
that is cute.
She'd be like, go on, man, with that. I thought it was cute.
Hello, everybody that's coming in. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Well, what about that Monique situation, girl, with her son? I'm exhausted.
Just when I had a little bit of compassion for Monique,
Mm, I didn't.
her son spoke,
I didn't.
and I was right back to Monique, Monique, Monique.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. That's after she did the Shay Shay thing, I was like, okay, there was a few things she said that made some sense about not wanting to go. Like when she broke down the whole why she didn't want to go and promote and blah blah blah. But I also understand that it is the nature of the beast. That what they were trying to get her to okay, like for the Super Bowl, Usher did not get paid for the Super Bowl. They
Hmm.
give him a budget in which to do the show,
None of
but
them did.
he can't be paid for what he does because they consider that promotion. Okay, but they'll pay for
Right,
him to put the production on, but he can't get paid. What you have to get paid
right.
off of is what's coming in future. So that's exactly what she was supposed to do. Where she felt like I'm not going to go promote anything if I ain't gonna get no more money. And what I think everybody was trying to get her to see is that you're going about it wrong, and she
Exactly.
messed up her own bag.
Yeah,
So did people say you were difficult? Probably so. Because were you being difficult? Yes. But sometimes you can be right and be wrong at the same time.
at the same time. Yeah.
But as far as with her son, like and then I don't like this I don't like this thing that she gets on. Hey, my sweet babies. Now, the Monique, if you happen to see this girl, don't come for me because I don't know you like that. If my sister was still around and she came for me, oh, my sister would come for her 3 times. But anyway, what I don't like is that when she gets in her interview, she's like, I never see, you can't find an interview of me saying anything about anybody. But then you get on stage and you just talk about people in the nastiest language in the nastiest way and say the most vile things. She said
Right.
some things about Oprah that was just that lady's old enough to be your mom almost. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she said some vile things since she did that Shay Shay interview. It was just vile.
Yeah.
But as far as your son is concerned, girl, how you gonna post 3-year-old receipts?
That part. And
Why
how
is
do
your
you
husband talking?
and how are you loving everybody for real, but you can't love your son enough to fix this problem?
Right,
My sweet babies.
that part.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't understand that at
And then she
all.
said, well, if I got a friend that's wrong somebody, I'm gonna tell them that they was wrong. Until you fix that, don't say nothing to me. But can somebody tell you that? Because somebody needs to tell you that now. Because if she was my friend, I'd have to tell her, girl, you wrong. You dead wrong right now. It's not about
Exactly.
what you're doing, it's how you're going about it.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
just vile. I don't like
I agree.
I don't like
I agree. And it says something about you if you don't have a relationship with your parents,
hmm
with your siblings, with your son.
hmm
Who's the common denominator here?
mm, mm,
Everybody else can't be wrong. And your issues seem to be running or spilling into your your career, your business.
mm.
All of them can't be wrong either.
Right. But her husband is the common denominator. I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah, but she puts him in a position to be the problem.
Who says they disagree about what? Just
That
because
was
you say it loud, don't make it less ugly. Right. Right. But I don't know what he's disagreeing about. We'll ask him when he comes up. But yeah, I don't like that. I don't
yeah.
like, and I just wish her husband. Ooh, Lord,
Most celebs don't have close relationships with family.
they can't.
I wouldn't say most. I would say
A lot of
some,
them don't, but a lot
but
of them can't.
but, but some average people don't have relationships with their family.
Yeah, but I can say like even in the case of Oprah, each one of her siblings sold her down the river somewhere, except the sister that she found.
Yep. Yep.
All the rest of them sold stories, giving access to stuff, just doing all sorts of stuff, and she did a lot of things for her family. I
Yeah.
know that for
Yeah.
sure that she did a lot of things for her family.
Well, she shared that.
Yeah,
It's not a secret.
yeah. But that mama though, I don't be speaking ill of mama. I'm just saying that mama was something though to give
She
away a
was.
daughter, never speak on the daughter, and name her the same name as the daughter you the next daughter you had.
Yeah.
She had two daughters named Pat.
Girl.
And then when asked about it, she said, "I ain't got no. I don't." What the woman said in The Color Purple, I don't know them either.
Miss Millie.
Yeah, I don't want to be talking about people because that ain't what we're trying to do. I'm just saying it was
No,
interesting.
I hear what you're saying, and I yes, there are celebrities who have issues with their family, but it's not fair to say that all celebrities or a vast majority of celebrities have those issues. I don't think that that's true. I
A lot
think
of
that
them do though because of
a
money.
lot do, but the vast majority, we can't say vast majority because we don't know that. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with some
yeah.
because, like I said, average people have issues with their families. So yeah,
I ain't got
some
the $17, and Beyonce and her father have made up. Don't forget she made a song about her daddy.
Beyonce's issue with her father was his infidelity.
Yeah, they done
I
got
think
over
that would
that.
be most daughters'
Yeah,
issues with their fathers.
yeah. Her dad is still in
That's
her
not
life. She wrote a whole song about her
that's not
dad.
based on celebrity. That's
No,
just based on his choices.
my daddy. Remember that song? Michael Jackson and his
No,
brothers. What you talking about Michael Jackson and his brothers? What was wrong with them? They had a fight? Who don't?
I don't. I don't think Michael Jackson had a personal issue with his brothers. I think a lot of Michael Jackson's issues came from his dad.
People find one thing where they had a problem or I mean, these people live their lives in public. That wasn't none of Tyler Perry's daddy. Did you
Tyler
watch the
Perry's
thing?
dad was abusive to him.
Psycho.
I would have problems
And
with
that
my
wasn't
father.
his father.
Right. I would have a
Turned out
problem with
not to be his daddy. And he's still taking care of that man. Did he die?
yeah.
Okay, he
No,
took care of that.
no.
Is he still living? He's
I
still
think he's
taking
still
care of that man, and that man still
yeah,
treats him like dirt.
yeah.
Yeah, he's still taking
But
care
the
of that
issues
man,
that you're bringing,
living very well.
Nick, the issues that you're bringing up are issues that average people have with their family.
hmm
Th-
Yeah, Tyler's
These
taking
aren't
very good
special
care of that
issues.
man. That man was something else.
Yes, he
Then
was.
and now,
Yeah, yeah.
they was shooting the
Did you see
documentary. He
you
was
saw the
out there cussing
documentary?
everybody out.
You saw the documentary?
hmm That daddy was out there cussing out everybody.
girl, and was.
I'd have been like, look, I'd have been like, cut the cameras. Look, he came out there talking to me, Sharice. I'd have been like this.
So Mo does not have to be the problem with her family. What I said is, let me highlight this. What I said is, Monique is having an issue not only with her family, but with her career. And a
Hmm.
lot of that has to do with
With
how
daddy
she talks to people
and daddy.
and
Daddy
daddy.
is a whole problem.
So,
What you? I'm not calling no man daddy like that.
no,
It's
I didn't call my
given.
daddy
It's
daddy. I
given
called him
pimp.
dad.
It's given pimp, hustlers, and thieves. I can't do it. I had a daddy. I'm not calling you
No. And she's quick to say, I call him daddy because he raised me. Well, that right there is part of the problem.
that. Girl,
Because your husband shouldn't be raising you. I'm
just don't.
sorry. You should
Just
already
don't.
be a full grown woman raised and ready to take on life.
But all the women I
Your
hear
husband shouldn't be
expressing
raising
that,
you,
I just,
especially
I
at the
just,
age that you acquired it.
I don't get it.
Huh?
I don't get it.
What'd you say?
I don't get it.
Say it again. I missed it.
I don't get that. Calling a man daddy, I don't get that. And saying that
Oh,
somebody raised you.
no.
He raised me, and who raised him to raise you? He says, so Mo
Right.
does not have to be the problem with her family.
I disagree. Most women need some rising. No.
Some women
Most
need some
women
what?
don't. Some women do,
Most
but
women
not
need some
most.
raising. Okay, Nick, you must be trying to hurry up and come on up here.
He's trying to troll, and I'm not going for it.
He ain't trolling. He ain't trolling. That's how he feel. I told you he have his strong opinions about things, but like I said, but when you put things in a small text,
I'm
it
getting
doesn't really
I'm getting
give
the
the whole full of
small.
what you're saying. It
I'm getting
doesn't
the
give the
whole
whole full of what
small.
you're saying. No, no,
Hmm.
no, 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 no.
What?
He's giving his opinion.
No, I get that. A lot of trolls give their opinion. I'm not
Look,
saying he's not giving his opinion.
look. To that, this is my answer to you. We'll put you on countdown.
No, I'm just
Ooh,
joking.
that's gonna be the thing when somebody doing too much. They're gonna get the countdown clock.
They get the
Excuse me.
countdown.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
Excuse me. He
I
said,
don't
"Why do
agree
he have
with
to be a
the
troll?" He said, "Why do he have to be a troll?"
Nick. I don't
Well,
know why you have to be a troll.
it's eight
I'm
thirty.
trying to
It's
understand.
8:32. We are 30 minutes in. I think we can now invite somebody up if they want to come up on the platform. So you
Come
want to put the
on,
thing out there, Sharice?
come on, huh?
You want to put the thing out there too for people to come and come on. So Nick, we're gonna put the thing out there now. You can click it if you want to come in.
Sure. Hold on. Um.
He said, "See anyone that disagrees." No, that's
Oh
not
shoot.
true. Anybody that disagrees is not a troll. You don't have to. You don't have to agree.
Oh shoot. No, you don't have to agree.
Mm. You can agree to disagree.
Here I come. Here I come.
Okay, so we're putting out there if anybody wants to come up and say anything. You can. You don't have to turn your camera on if you don't want to. You can turn your camera off, but we're gonna tell you now. Now, if you show up to be somebody talking crazy, we will drop you and block you.
The link has
Just
been
so you know.
posted. Let me. I think in. Oh,
And
let me post it.
behind you see them behind the scenes before they come up, right?
Yeah, we can see them in the backstage down below.
Okay, so backstage they're gonna have to turn their camera on for a second so you can just make if they're not turning on their camera, they need to turn on their camera so you can see it's a real person and not a bot.
Hmm. What am I doing? Sure. Oh, here we go. And Okay. I had to post it in YouTube and in StreamYard.
Okay. All right, y'all. So it's up there, Nick. When you're ready to click on it, click on it. Come on.
So while we're waiting,
We're opening up the doors. What'd you say?
I said, while we're waiting, Portia Williams is out in these streets talking about she's coming back to Real Housewives. I said,
That's
okay,
fine.
Portia.
I think they should bring the originals back anyway. Bring back her, Nene. Even though I can't stand what is that girl's name? Girl, the lawyer, the cutthroat, the fake lawyer, Phaedra.
Favor, favor.
Yeah,
Mm.
bring all of them back. Bring the originals
I
back.
mean, I
Except for Kim Zolciak, I don't
no.
want to see her never no more again.
I think that they need a fresh start with the majority of the cast. I like Kenya, and
Mm-hmm.
I think bringing Portia back will give Kenya the um the tug and pull that she needs in order
I need
to keep
I
the
need Nene
interest
back.
there.
Nene was the Housewives of Atlanta. I
Oh,
need her to
Nini's
come
never
back too.
coming back. I'm sorry, she's never coming back
Cause
because
she sued them people.
she sued her bosses. You
She should
that
have. If she
oh
won,
yeah,
she
she's
should
never
have.
coming back.
Well, she should have
And
if she won.
and that's why she yeah, but she'll never be back.
We'll see.
You
She
can't
ain't got
sue
to
your
come back
boss
though.
and
They
expect to
could
get
go
a job.
start. Well, I'm just saying, if you wrong and got sued, and you lost, then you should have been sued. You can't just do people in no
Yeah.
kind of way. I'm sorry. Nick, where you at now? We done
No,
put the thing out there. He said he's in Facebook. You put it on Facebook, right? Doom doom
I
doom
put it
doom
in
doom
Facebook.
doom doom.
You don't
Okay.
see my comment in Facebook? Yeah, I put it in Facebook.
Yeah, I see it.
Yep.
I turn my phone sideways and I see the comments down. I guess you have to see it either way you turn your phone. So we'll see.
Yeah, I like your widescreen. That works better.
Next camera action. Nick, we still in here waiting on you. Okay, so what else we talking about, girl?
Um,
Well, let's get into this before Nick come in here, which is the why are you single? Okay, now I know you said that you really kind of want to stay by yourself and your husband live next door or down the street or in the same cul-de-sac, in the same little private community.
absolutely.
But what age range would you say that you're looking at?
Um, while you had stepped away at the beginning, I started
Mm-hmm.
saying that mid 40s would be the youngest I would go. That would be my
Mm-hmm.
junior,
Mm-hmm.
and probably I would go 10 years my senior.
10 years your senior.
Yeah.
Okay, so 10 up,
Yeah.
10 down. Like 10 up, 10 down
No, it's less than 10 on the junior
on the down. Okay.
because I'm early 50s.
I might do
So
1 year
mid
below you.
40s. Like, hmm
We on delay again, ain't we?
yes.
Dang.
And it happened as soon as Nick popped in.
Oh, maybe that's what it is then. Okay.
You want me to bring him
What's
up?
the private chat? Let's see. Oh, he said he's in. Okay. Yeah, you can bring him in.
Let me bring him up. Coming to the stage. Huh? Huh?
I'm gonna have to get a special sound effect for that. What's up?
Nick,
What's
Nick,
up?
Nick,
What's
Nick,
up?
Nick,
What's up?
Nick,
What's
Nick,
up?
hello.
Welcome to
How you doing,
Sipping and Tripping.
Hey, ladies.
Nick?
Hey, what's up?
How
How
you
y'all
doing?
doing?
We good. We good.
Good.
Sound like you got the good setup on the sound.
Do I?
Yeah,
I'm in
Okay.
this office. It's quiet.
it's all nice and crisp and clear. What you up to tonight?
Finish up some work. I got to close tomorrow, but I've been loving the conversation.
Okay,
I just
okay,
want to charm in there a little bit.
okay.
Um,
Before you go in on me, I was just being a contrarian.
I'm not. I
Go
wouldn't
ahead.
go in on you because I understand you. I understand you. You know.
Okay.
Yeah. So by understanding somebody, you just I understand Monique. You know, like saying that she is the common denominator, that is true. But being the common denominator doesn't make you at fault. You know,
It
it's
doesn't
like,
make you at fault with everything.
yeah, I mean, because
Go ahead.
when you look at most people who are in a position where they have money and power and status, you can have family members, even athletes, and they talk about this all the time, where you're close, the people who are closer to you start to have a sense of entitlement, and they
Hmm.
expect out of you because they feel they went through the trenches or you owe them something. And
Mm-hmm.
when you say no that first time, even though you might have given them the money, the house, the car, now you're the bad person.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Well, sometimes it's never enough.
Absolutely.
They
Even in
bought me a house, but
relationships.
they didn't pay the taxes. They got me some furniture, but it wasn't what I picked out. They gave me
Right.
some money, but it wasn't enough.
Right.
It's the gift that keeps on giving when you give
Exactly.
something.
And to
Hmm.
her son, I think it's blame on both sides. You know, she's admitted she wasn't a great mother. She wasn't attentive. She didn't get the time that he deserved, and she put her career before her son. She's admitted that. Now, how she taking ownership of that accountability, I don't know. But I was listening to him, and it's just like Marcus Jordan, Michael Jordan's son. He dated Lost Pip not
Hmm.
because he was ever planning on marrying her or having a relationship with. He did that to spite his dad. He wants to
Mm.
step in his dad's footstep. He wants to be he wants to be known outside of the shadow of his father. But he hasn't did the work to make that happen for himself.
That ain't
So
the
his
way to do it.
notoriety comes to the fact that he's dating his father's ex-player's girlfriend.
That ain't the way to do it. But with
No.
all them millions in the family, I go on a date with him. I help him make his daddy mad.
I'm with you when you were.
Like
Because you
your daddy
do you
wrong.
remember a while back here? I think it probably been 10 years ago that he got caught up somewhere up in Pittsburgh, Ohio, somewhere where he got an assault charge. Him and some woman got into it.
His son.
Yeah, the same son.
I can believe it. You
You
got that
know,
kind of money, yeah.
yeah. So the oldest son, I think he's some type of he had some type of position in Nike doing something. What's this kid? So I
Hmm.
think Marcus has some shoe store or something somewhere where he's selling Nike product. How much is he actually making selling gym shoes retail?
You know what?
you
Let's
know,
look that up.
How much is he making? It don't matter what he making. He got a trust fund.
but you got to understand who Michael Jordan is. He ain't just turning it over to you. You got to earn it.
This is something I don't understand, right? When
Hmm.
people first start out to become rich or famous, the first thing they say is, I'm looking out for my kids. I want to make generational wealth. And it seems to me that only people of color, a lot of times, feel like their children then need to suffer and experience the same things that they did growing up. You can teach your children to be charitable, to be people who work hard, not by making them suffer and be poor. Your child, as the child of Michael Jordan, Oprah Winfrey, anybody
Right.
else, ain't got no business living in the hood. That's dangerous, number one. But you start out saying you're doing it for your children, and then when you get the money, they switch up and start saying, I ain't giving them nothing. And that's crazy to me.
Well, I don't think it's just us. I mean, I've heard uh billionaires like the Gates and Warren Buffett that they are giving most of their money to.
Which
Uh,
is ridiculous.
in a sense, it
Well,
is,
Gloria
but
Vanderbilt didn't give her son anything.
What is the
Anderson,
sense in working like
she
that
didn't
and
give him
then not
anything.
leaving that money to your children, but to give it to strangers?
you know what they say is that usually by the third generation, the money is gone
Well,
because
it would be gone by my kids.
the second the second spends it all before the third can ever inherit the rest of it.
Yeah, but charitable organizations don't spend the money on the charity either.
I guess so. I don't know. I can't say. I ain't quite rich yet.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. I wish I would leave something to a dog association. I got kids. No, sir. My kids will be living just fine.
But you know what? I was talking about that to somebody else. Like, people will have homes and they'll sit on these homes and or have businesses, and they won't have anything set up in place where that's able to either go to somebody who's going to, keep that business going, or it just dies with them. I don't know why people are set up that way, where they don't think anything supposed to extend
Who's
its
calling
life
me from a
beyond them.
private number?
You looked that up? I thought you were looking up Marcus Jordan.
We don't know.
Oh,
I did. His net worth is $1.5 million,
million?
but
Yeah, that ain't
it's
no
not
money. Yeah,
right. It's not a lot of money, but
that
it's
ain't no
not
money.
telling me whether that's his overall or what he's
Hmm.
accomplished. It doesn't state.
Yeah. Yeah, he at this age, he thought 30, 32, 35. He ain't did nothing much. He hasn't did anything in life.
Could y'all hear that phone call?
No.
Okay.
Agree.
I have to check on what the internet do. But I'm gonna tell you who got the right idea about what to do about their riches, and that's what's his name? I love him so much. Big guy, basketball player, retired. He's on
Shaq.
that show with Gail King. Oh, he's on that show with Gail King. Charles Barkley.
Oh,
Oh,
Charles.
Charles.
Now I like the way his attitude is about all that money he got. Charles Barkley said,
What
"I'm
did he
gonna
say?
do." Okay, the man he was being interviewed, and the guy said, "I heard you like to gamble a lot." He said, "And I do. Why?" He said, "But don't you think about what you're gonna leave to your kids?" He said, "It's my money. I'm gonna do what I want with my money, and whatever's left, these kids can have." Now that's the way it should be. I'm gonna do what I want with mine. You get what's left.
Yeah.
You get
But
what's
I ain't
left.
leaving the
I
dog
want to welcome
association.
Moses to the chat and Facebook.
Hey y'all,
He said, "Your children have to be taught how to continue wealth in the family."
who said that?
Well,
That's
did you
true.
teach them that by withholding your
Who
wealth?
said that?
That was Moses in Facebook.
Moses. Oh, okay, Moses, you can come join us too on the thing if you won't hit the stream out there. But your children have to be taught how to
The
continue.
link is
That's
in
true.
the
That's true. You start that when they're young about appreciating money and all of that kind of stuff, and teaching them to, because that's another thing that other people will do is that they will let their children try different ideas even when they're young, to be inventors, to be painters, to be whatever the case may be, and teach them how to run a business very young.
But here's the thing with that as well.
Andrea said, "Hey,
And this
Who?
and this may go back to the relationship with Mo and her son. When you deal with trauma and you have narcissistic traits, and you may be a narcissist, you're you kind of want your children to always depend on you, and you never want to free them and let them be independent of you,
Mhm.
because they always have to run to you. So
Well, now,
that may be what the issue is with Monique and her son.
but with narcissistic parents, especially mothers, they build it for you to be dependent upon them.
Yes.
But then how you gonna turn around and be mad when they are, when you done made them that way? Because that's one of the things that we covered on the show is that narcissists are made.
Hmm.
They're you make people narcissists. Parents make their children narcissists.
Absolutely.
You got to be careful who you have children with. That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely. You absolutely do.
So look,
say
Nick.
that
So
again."
here's one of the things we're here for tonight, which is why are you single, right?
Yes.
You in?
I'm in.
Okay.
I
So
hope you in for my blunt honesty.
that's what you're supposed to be. That's what you're supposed to be. Because if we give some people some chance to hear you, they may want to ask you a couple things on it. So here we
Okay.
go. So what age range do you normally look in?
What age range I normally looking?
Hmm.
I'm 45 now. The youngest I've actually dated since I got in my 40s is 28.
Okay.
I heard you guys talk about younger men dating older women. When I was in my late 20s, I dated older women, 40, 38.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 45 now, but when I was younger, I dated
Oh,
older
when you was
women.
younger. Okay, I
Yeah,
got you. I
yeah.
got you. Okay. So how old? What's the highest you would go now?
As far as dating at 45,
Hmm.
uh, I don't think she can be. She probably maybe a year or two older than me.
Because you want kids.
Uh huh. Yeah.
Okay. Hmm. Okay. So now, what kind of woman are you generally drawn to? Professional and entrepreneurial type, um, regular, everyday. It doesn't matter what she do. What kind of woman are you generally drawn to?
Well, it's a gift and a curse. The woman I'm drawn to has
Hmm.
to be assertive. So that's a gift
Hmm.
and a curse because a woman that's usually assertive can be aggressive and abrasive. But I'm drawn to a woman that knows what she wants and she goes after it.
So,
Because
what's usually your reaction to a woman who's a little assertive?
my reaction to it,
Yeah, are you usually able to deal with that well, or do you
I'm
usually
able to
have?
deal with it because I'm a very aggressive person.
So you meet aggression with aggression, is your answer to it?
No, I'm what my personality or persona on social media versus me in real life. I'm a laid back person. Like
Hmm.
I was just on vacation with a friend of mine, and I planned most everything that we were going to do, but she kind of, you know, had us say so about how we want to do things. I didn't care because I have so much going on. I like to turn my brain off. Oh, you want to get
Okay.
up and go at 2 o'clock? Cool, I'll be ready at 2. You want
Okay.
to go stand in line for 4 hours? You welcome to go stand in line for 4 hours. I'm gonna go grab me a drink, and you want a drink too? I'll bring you one back.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's
Hmm.
the way I am.
Hmm.
I can't be bogged with the nuances of the small, minute things that really don't add no value to nothing I got going on.
You
So
don't
she
sweat
can
the small
have that.
stuff.
If that trumps her day to be in charge like that, go right ahead, sister.
Sometimes that helps take some stuff off your plate.
Absolutely.
Hmm. Who's your celebrity crush?
For
My
sure.
celebrity crush,
Hmm.
for right now, is Janelle Monáe. I saw her in Vegas and she was checking me out. So I'm
Was
spitting
that
right now.
before she was nude, or after she showed her body?
No, I've never paid attention to her. I was in Vegas this weekend. I was sitting
Really?
down, minding my business, and I just saw this buff guy and two women walking behind him, and I wasn't paying attention to her and nobody. And she spoke, and she's like, "Hey, Kansas City." And I looked up, and she was looking at me. I was looking at her. She was looking at me. I was looking at her. I said, "Damn, that's just Janelle Monáe." And I started waving like a little girl.
Why you didn't shoot your shot?
I was with
Right.
somebody.
Oh, oh,
Okay.
mm,
Yeah,
okay. Well,
yeah.
okay. Well, I'm gonna leave that alone.
Ah!
What are your deal breakers, Nick? What are your deal breakers and red flags for you?
Reciprocity,
What does that mean?
meaning that you don't know how to give as much as you want to receive. There's some people that
Okay.
said with the mindset they always want to be on top. They always want to be 2 steps ahead. So
Mm,
they want you to give 10 times before they offer once. So they don't feel like they ever losing in a relationship if it ever goes bad. You know,
mm, mm,
I don't if you set up that way, that means you haven't got over the hurt from your previous relationships.
mm,
And if that's the way you set up, because some people are set up, I think as a whole, as a race of people, we have a scarcity mentality.
mm,
You know, like there's not going to be enough if I give this man or this woman my all. You
mm,
know, what do I have left for myself?
mm,
And for me, I don't think that way. I have abundance mindset. I used to give away $100, like what was that, 2020 during the pandemic, because I know a lot of people were in bad situations. I give away
mm.
$100,
To
and
who?
just random folks I felt that needed it, you know,
Okay.
on Facebook, and I just give it away. And
Mm,
in that, that's what call my form of tithing. And
mm,
in return, I think
mm,
the following year, I got recruited to a brokerage, and they gave me $15,000 to come over.
mm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I
it's
believe
like what
life is
Cat,
a circle. What you put out, you're gonna get back.
yeah, it's like what Cat Williams said. What you put out there will come back to you. So if you give
Hmm.
love, love is going to return to you.
Right.
You know. So like guys complaining about taking women out and paying for dates, and dude, what does it matter? If you gotten to know the woman enough, then you should know if she wants to be bothered with you or not. If you haven't taken the time to get to know her, then that's on you if you took her out. and she just wanted the free meal and not you.
There's a lot of people don't want to
How
do
does the
anything
saying
for
go? It ain't tricking if you got it.
right.
Well, some guys are tricks. They don't want to admit it.
But if you got it like that, it ain't tricking. It's just a
There you
nigga.
go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because how often do you want to go sit by yourself and eat dinner alone?
Hmm. How long was your longest relationship?
Oh, that was 2 years, and that was in 1998.
Why did it last 2 years?
She was everything that I wanted. She was in school, so she was
Hmm.
educated.
Hmm.
She was bright, smart. She was assertive. Um, had them hips, them Mississippi hips on her.
Hmm.
She was built,
Okay.
and
Yes.
yeah. But
Why did it end after 2 years?
what I didn't know then, what I know now, was that she
Not
had a
going
lot
after the
of
third date.
childhood trauma. And
Hmm.
how I could end up connecting that from my dating history, starting from her to my last relationship, was that I looked at that last relationship and all that was exposed. And while dating that in that last relationship, the girl I was just telling you about, her sister wrote a book. And the book was about their childhood and how their father was abusive to their mom. And then when the mom decided to separate from the dad, he became emotionally detached from the children, where he wouldn't
Hmm.
speak to them. Me being 19 at the time, I never knew none of this happened or this ever went on in her life. So I couldn't understand the behavior that she was displaying while we were together, why she would do the things that she was doing. So in this last relationship that I was in, all the things that she had told me and all the behavior she was exhibit, I said, I know what this is. These are the red flags I'm seeing, that I'm saying, damn, you got abandonment issues. You got, and I'm like overlooking this stuff, not knowing how deeply rooted these issues are that people haven't, reconciled with. And they're carrying this into the relationship. They can't have healthy relationships. There always got to be some chaos.
Sometimes that's true, but now what about for you now? Everybody's got that something that they need to work on. So what is the thing that you think you can improve on so that you are stronger for a relationship yourself?
Leaving that shit.
No, you. What do you
Leaving it.
think you could improve about yourself that
Me?
would make you stronger for a relationship?
I truly believe I've done a lot of the work. Um, the only issues that I see present is my patience, I probably would say, and the fact that uh, when I get mad enough,
Hmm.
when I'm down to the point where you've done enough that I'm just like over it, I'm gonna say everything that is in me that I know about you, and it ain't gonna come out nice. So ain't no, and at that point, ain't no coming back from that.
So
But
you
that's just who I
in the
am.
end of it, you trying to hurt
Yeah,
somebody's feelings.
I'm gonna hurt your feelings. I'm gonna read you to the T.
But what do you get out of that?
What do I get out of it?
Hmm.
Relief.
It's the point, because I I consider myself a highly emotionally intelligent person, and I got to tell women out there, I said, there's nothing new under the sun. So what you're doing, the games you're playing, they've been done. I've seen them. I recognize it, and you're insulting my intelligence to think I'm gonna sit here and allow you to mistreat me, and I'm gonna give you the best of me. Now, in my patience, because in the past, like I say, my longest relationship was 2 years, and that was in 1998. I cut people off.
Hmm.
So my family said, well, you need to be more patient with folks. So in this last relationship, I'm trying to be patient with it, because I understood, saying the gravity of her situation. But yeah, you're doing too much. You pushing my buttons, you know. Like,
Hmm.
I'm not gonna allow you to ever put me in a position
Well,
where
let me
go
ask
ahead.
you this.
Hmm.
So, in the end of it, your goal is to the crew to thrive, if you will. I'm gonna give you the. But has anybody ever met you with the same energy?
They can't.
You don't think so?
Nah.
Why is that?
Because I'm always the person that looks in my mirror and say what I need to improve on. I don't have a problem looking in the mirror. Like I was engaged in 2020. I understood the reason why I became unengaged, and I took my part in my engagement and how I left in that situation. We were having an argument about something I had did. I was rushing her to get over it. Um, and then I walked out on our argument and I left her with all those emotions to deal with on her own. And I thought about that. I said, damn, bro, you not understanding. This woman's basically going to give you her life and you're going to be responsible party in her life and her life decisions moving forward. And you did something that broke you all's trust and you want her to get over it just like that. That's not how it works. So I had to sit with that. I'm like, dude, you should have actually sat with her and y'all got and actually sat down and had the conversation with that about that and gave her time and actually held her instead of you taking the military stance like, well, if you ain't ready to move forward, forget it. I had to sit with that because I know where I messed up at.
Mhm. I do find that interesting,
I
though.
have
You
a
said that in the end. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I have a friend, a male friend, who was married, and that marriage created two children. However, during the marriage, he cheated on his wife.
Right.
And when she found out about the cheating, they went through counseling and
Hmm.
tried to get the help. He wanted to do better. He cheated because his job took him out of town a lot. He was security for different celebrities.
Right.
And he asked her to come with him several times because to him his sexual appetite was very voracious and he wanted her there.
Okay.
She did not come this one particular time and he really wanted her there. And so he did what he wanted to do and it ended up ultimately breaking them up. Now here's the thing. He ended up divorcing her because he
Hmm.
got tired of her crying about his cheating. And
Okay.
I said, "Do you know how selfish you sound?" And
He
he said,
felt he
"I
was
know."
justified in cheating.
He not no. He realizes that he was wrong. He's accepted his role in the demise of the relationship. However, I've asked this of him several times. Would you go back to your wife, to your ex-wife, if she were open to having a relationship with you? He says she hasn't done the work. She hasn't gotten what she needs to get as far as help for him to go back. Because, like I said, they would probably still be married if he could have tolerated her process. To him, her process of getting over it took too long. And he was starting
So
to,
he don't
it
feel
was
he should be
bothering.
involved in the process. She should just go get healed, and he bears
He's
no
No, well,
he's
responsibility.
100% responsible. And he has to actually go through that process with her because he needs some healing. It's not his sexual appetite that is just raging. It's his insecurities that are
It's immature for him to
well,
think that she needs to go talk to somebody else about what he did and get it out of her system, so he don't need to hear none of that.
well,
correct.
and he knows that. He knows that this happened a long time ago. It wasn't
Okay.
recent. But
Hmm.
the problem that he had then is that it was taking her too long to get past it. And it was like
Oh, okay.
every day he was coming home and she was crying. Or they were doing
Okay.
really good. And then all of a sudden something triggered her. And she was back to the pain, back to the hurt, back to the crying.
Because
And
then there's more than likely something in her past that transpired where she felt, betrayed.
Or he could look
yeah,
at it this way: somebody got murdered in their house, blood everywhere. How do you walk around that house and not think about that every time you walk in that house and walk past that spot?
Correct.
well, that's
So
what
is
I
he
told
still in
him.
the
I said,
same profession?
no, he's
Okay.
changed. He's changed his profession.
Hmm.
But I told him, I said, I think it's really selfish of you to feel that way about her. But just as you can't tell her how to feel about how you hurt her,
Right.
Hmm.
I can't tell you how to feel about the hurt you caused her.
Right,
Like,
right.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
And when you said what you said, it reminded me of that conversation.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
you
I mean, it
being you,
wasn't. I didn't cheat or anything, but it was just some other stuff.
so you did some most though.
I did some other stuff. I lied,
So,
but
but
that's all.
you being a guy, have you lost hope in love,
No,
or are
I'm a
you
helpless
losing hope?
romantic. I'm a
Okay.
helpless romantic.
Nick,
Hmm.
Yeah,
what's your sign?
Leo.
Oh my God.
He's a mean old lion.
Now, I
Rawr.
mean, love. I think it just finding the person, man. I don't know. Uh, I don't know when that's gonna happen, but I believe in love.
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
know.
Somebody made a comment, and I
So
can't
bottom
see.
line, why
Oh,
do
there.
you think you are? Why are you single?
Chicago.
You think it's the state? I
It's
mean
the
the city?
city. It's the city.
What's wrong with the city?
Chicago is the finesse capital of the world.
Really?
Yeah. Everybody that you gotta understand.
Not New
Al Cap-
York.
Al
Not.
Capone, Don Juan. You gotta understand the people that came out of this place. Where did they learn this from? The culture itself. It's dog eat dog. I gotta be on top. I gotta get mine before you get yours.
You don't think
But
it's like
honestly,
that
I
anywhere else?
lived I lived in Mississippi for 5 years. I actually graduated from high school in Mississippi. All my guys back there that I graduated with, they're married. All my guys here, not married. So like back there, there's a sense of community, family, you know what I'm saying? And people want to be in healthy. I don't know, I can't call them healthy, but they want to be married. Here, it's like, yo, I got options, or they think they got options. You know, I've seen dudes, even married, got, two and three women on the side.
You know what, Nick? You bold enough for me to ask you this question, right?
Yes.
Why
Hold on,
you
hold
think
on, hold
she?
on, hold on, hold on.
Well,
Because we're not. We have to also address the responses in the
oh,
comments.
what we got?
Okay, so Moses said a percentage of us refuse treatment because we are afraid of what we may find out about ourselves, and I agree
True.
agree
True.
wholeheartedly with that.
True.
I have refused counseling because I really just don't want to relive the hurt. I don't want to. I don't want to go through it, and I know I
I ain't
need help.
scared.
I'm not
I
scared.
went to Sharice, I went to counseling once, and the lady she said, "What are you here for?" I was like, "What you mean? What am I? What you talking about? I don't come out of whole abusive marriage." She was acting like I had no reason, no reason or rhyme to even be up in the joint. It was
Uh,
confusing to me. I was like, "Let me get up out of here."
I'm not afraid of it. I'm a Pisces, and it's easier for me to let things to suppress than it is
Hmm.
for me to actually deal with everything.
Okay.
I know it's not healthy. I all of this weight is an indicator that it's not healthy. But
Mm.
even when in the past when I've talked about thinking about getting help, I just start crying. And it was just as late as December when I was talking to my doctor, and we were talking about getting counseling, and I started crying talking about getting counseling. So I know I
Mm.
need help. I'm just I don't know what it's gonna take for me to just knuckle up and go have the conversations that I need to have.
Yeah, I want to go too, but just because I lost the people that I did, I think losing my best friend though was the greatest blow for me
Mm,
because
Hmm.
who do I talk to about stuff now?
right.
Yeah.
Because you don't tell everybody your best friend stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't have anybody to talk to like that now, and I'll just be like, man, that this sucks big time. And then my father was the emotional parent. Like, he was, hey baby, hey, I was, hey daddy, you know. So even through dementia, he was still the same person to me. Where he said, hey, I see you got it together. You about to, he was still trying to find words to say what he used to say. And I
Right.
thought that was cute, you know. But that's something. But Nick, this is what I was going to ask you about. I said you're bold enough to answer this question. Why you think Cherie's single? Why you think I'm single?
Hmm.
You can't hurt my feelings, so go
Ah!
ahead.
Oh,
I'm Teflon, brother. I can take it. You can give it to me first. In fact, come on.
Well, Sharice has been through enough disappointments where she doesn't trust the leadership of men.
Mm.
And because of that, because men have failed in the past, she will never allow a man to have the leadership position that he so desires in her life. So that's why she'd prefer to have two separate homes. She want to run her own stuff.
Now, what do you think about that, Cherie?
I think he's half right.
Okay.
And I'll tell you where he's right and where I feel he's not so right.
Okay.
I really don't have a problem sharing my space with anybody. A lot of how I feel about sharing my space has more to do with how I was raised and just existing in this life, not having to share anything. Me and my brother are 8 years apart. I'm the oldest. We never shared a bedroom. We never shared clothes. We never shared schools. We never shared anything. So I never had to share my space. What was mine was mine. Even with our birthdays being 2 days apart, we never shared a birthday. We had two separate cakes, two separate celebrations. It was never a shared experience. And because I've never been married, I've never lived in a space with someone more than a couple of months as far as a significant other. So because I've lived this life doing for myself
Mm.
and not having to be responsible for anyone or anyone being responsible for me, not having to check in or do all those things that relationships oftentimes require or are courtesy to do. Right now in this space in my life, I'm like, do I really want to open myself up to having to change who I am?
Why do you
And
consider checking in?
well, I mean, because if I'm dating you and I haven't heard from you, we're not dating anymore. And I would
But
think
you
he would feel
but
the same way. If
I
I'm
think
dating him,
words have power, right? You said checking in. I get what you're saying.
mhm,
But that was one of the issues in my past relationship where she felt that she didn't have to, as you say, check in. I think it's a courtesy that if you're going out with your girls and wherever you're going, you tell your guy like, hey, me and my girls are going to this spot, and that's that. And then if that changes, you check in and say, hey, we decided to do something different. I think that's just a courtesy because I'm that way as a man. If I'm hanging out with my guys, hey, this is where I'm going to be at.
right,
So if something happens, something going on, you know exactly where I'm at.
mhm,
And if we can't do that, what we doing?
exactly.
If we can't be accountable to each other, we can't do anything.
And I don't have a problem with that. But my question to myself is, do you really feel like doing it? And the answer is not really. I
Man,
just I
what's
like
the
my freedom.
what's the alternative?
Having nobody.
Is that fun?
Is it fun having somebody that you're constantly in you know what? Let me stop. Let me not do that. Let me not be that person because all relationships are not bad, and I get
Right.
that.
But
But
I had to sell it. I had to call people that I'm not intimate with to give my good news. Like I don't have a person I get to share good news with.
You can call me.
I got it. That would
I'll
do
be
that.
your friend because I'm the friend. Be like, what? You about to get it? You
put me in
gonna
the
get it? What?
put me
I
in the
do that
group
for my
chat. Put me in
nephew
the group
too.
chat.
Look, my nephew will call me and be like, Auntie, I think I want to be like, baby. You know what? You can do it. All you gotta do is put your mind to it.
Yeah,
Ain't nothing to do it but do it. Go on, get it. Don't let nobody get in your way. Boom. You know? So,
right. I come into a whole. Hey, no, I got a whole building. No, ain't nobody in it but me.
okay.
Day after day after day after day after day after day, and then because I don't go into a regular job. I'm there day after day after day after day.
Yeah, but
After what?
all your friends can't celebrate with you, and I understand what you're saying because then they feel like you're bragging, and you're not bragging. You're just happy for yourself.
Exactly.
So if you need somebody to be happy for you, me and Sharice will be happy for you. You know, you
Okay.
gonna be like, hey y'all, let me tell y'all something. I closed on another house. I'll be like, get it. You about to get another one. You know what? And after you get that one, you gonna get another one after that one too. Boom. You know, so
Well,
yeah.
look,
All right, look,
Moses
y'all ain't gonna bypass me. I want to know the opinion on me too.
Why?
hold on. Moses had a comment.
Well,
He
I
said, "From
saw
what
what
I
Moses said.
What
huh?"
is?
Go ahead, girl.
He said, "From what I see, you both draw lines in the sand. There are three components to relationships: one, a giver; two, a taker; and three, someone who knows how to shut the blank up."
Okay, I got that. But look, and right after Nick answered this question, we're gonna bring Moses up here too if he wants to come on. Come on, Nick.
Moses is in a cigar bar right
You
now.
see how he's hesitant to want to answer for me.
No, and only because I just feel you're closed off. I think you
Do
won't love.
you? Do you?
I believe you just closed off.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting. Now, what gives you that impression?
That's just what's coming off of you, or that you really won't love, but you just closed off to it.
Hmm. That's interesting. But I'm saying, what do you base that on? Do you base that on what comes out of my mouth, or do you base that upon what you see?
Just what I see.
Yeah, I see. I have one of those, the one of those resting faces. I can't help that. It's an inherited family face. It's an inherited family face.
You know what
When
a
this
man
ain't
told
got
me one
nothing to do
time?
with me. Well, what
A
you say?
man once told me, because huh? You were saying something to me? Oh, okay.
We got a delay.
Uh,
It's just
Hmm.
slowing up.
it is a bad delay. Um, a friend of mine told me we were having a conversation, and I said, a lot of men have confronted me and said they have always thought that I have all of these suitors that are trying to, I don't know, take me out. They think I'm dating like 1,000 people at one time. And I tell them, when I tell you my phone is super dry, like there are no messages, there are no
Hmm.
conversations, there's nothing going on. The inbox is dry. Even the spam inbox is dry. There's nothing. And he said, "Really?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, you know what? I believe you and I don't believe you. The reason I believe you is because although you say you're interested in being with someone,"
Hmm.
he said, "you don't give that disposition. Like your body language dictates that you don't want to be with anybody." And I said, "Well, how is that? What does that look like?" Because I think I'm the same person, or at least my body language has been the same since I was a teenager. I think. He said, "No, it's not."
I know mine has been. Now let me answer this thing down here. It says the first impression, my aura is harsh. But here's a question. When have you ever heard me being harsh with anybody? I'm gonna tell you the answer to that is never.
Who said
But
that?
somebody commented that down here.
In
But
Oh,
Facebook.
I realized that that is the feeling that people get when they are around me. Is like I'm going to be mean. I'm going to say, and I can't tell you how many people have told me I used to think you were so mean before I got to know you because I'm not mean.
Same thing.
If I have to get if I had to get hard with somebody, you done brought that 10 times on yourself because I have a real laid back kind of thing with stuff where I'm like I'll let that go. I'm gonna let that slide. I'm gonna see because I be trying to figure out where people are coming from. I'm not gonna assume that somebody means something bad the first, third, fourth, fifth time out. But you
Hmm.
come across number 10 and I'm gonna meet you where you at.
right.
It'll take a lot for me to get out of character is what I'm saying. But I already realize that I have a certain aura, if you will. I do realize that my face says she probably don't take a whole lot of mess.
That's exactly what it said.
Yeah, yeah.
And if all you
But
have is best to
b-
give, then of course
but
they
for
don't.
myself, I can say I'm funny. I think I'm funny.
Mm.
I think I'm a very kind person. I'm very generous. I'm very patient with people. I have a lot of great qualities that I know that I have, but I also know that I have this very serious Beckham face.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
This Winfrey Beckham on my face.
Uh-huh.
I can't do nothing about that. Just I can't.
And I
I'm
used to
sorry.
get that all the time. I still get
Yeah,
that. People
yeah,
think that I'm mean, that I'm not
yeah,
friendly until they meet me and have conversations with me. Like, I had you pegged
yeah,
all wrong. Yeah, most people
yeah.
do.
So sometimes men's approach will be, all kind of, and I'm like, I'm saying to myself, why this brother talking to me like that?
Right.
I ain't saying nothing to you. Your aura, not your face. We carry a spirit outside of our bodies. Yours is not warm, displaying no diss. Mine's the same. Well, I don't know what to tell you about that.
Who was that? Moses. Who was that?
I
Moses
don't know who's
again?
talking. I don't know.
Um, it's
Oh,
Moses.
I can't see who's talking.
Yeah, I can only see it because I'm
Moses.
logged
So even now, Moses, my hold on. Even now, Moses, my aura is. What did he say? Yours is not warm. So even now, my I'm not warm. I'm being mean.
Jane's very sweet, funny, and kind, but she don't take no crap either.
I
I'm
don't.
assuming it's somebody that knows you, Moses Haynes.
Now, who was that
in.
said that,
No,
Sharice?
Moses doesn't know Jen. He knows me, but
Who
Oh,
he's
just
saying
who just
based
made this
on
comment?
he's saying that's Andrea that just typed that.
Oh, yeah.
What he's
But I didn't
seeing,
always have this space. But let me tell you something about me. Even in school, I ain't never had a fight.
wow.
Never.
same here.
My ex-husband didn't want no divorce. What? No, he did not. Okay, I'm a child. Okay, so I'm just saying, you know. hmm I sing. I'm an entertainer. I do a lot of different things, but in the end of it all, child, I ain't about to put up with no whole bunch of foolishness, no, not either. Now, I ain't about to go through all that. People
Right.
would have been engaged with you before seeing your spirit. Well, they have to see it for themselves. I can't drag you to the water and make you see, but that's okay. I've missed a whole bunch of foolishness with this aura, so I'm good. There ain't, but this is something I can honestly say. There ain't one person that I'm sad I passed on.
You ain't lying about that.
Never once.
If I could tell y'all my story, people, my friends tell me they said you should write a book because there's no this stuff sound like stuff out of the movies.
You
I
probably
kid,
should.
huh?
You probably should write the book.
Man,
hmm
did I tell you about my ex that slept with me 4 weeks before she got married? She had been sleeping with me the whole summer. I didn't even know about a
She was
fiance she had.
engaged.
She was engaged the whole time we was doing it.
Moses, is you coming in here? Let us know if you're joining it, and if you're gonna come on here and
He's
join
at
us,
he's
Moses.
at a he
Oh, he's
said
at the
he's at a
cigar
cigar
bar.
bar.
He's at the one
It's
at the cigar bar.
loud.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cold, Nick. That
Nah,
was some
me and her
crazy
had
stuff.
stopped. Me and her were not together. We were not together. We were just messing around, but I didn't know she was engaged. And I'm pretty sure her husband knows she was well, I should say not her husband. Her fiance at the time didn't know that she was messing around on him.
Oh, let me tell Moses this too. Moses, listen. Ain't nobody ever broke up with me neither. I ain't never
I,
been broke up with
I can
Moses.
say that too. I can say that too.
She ain't never been broke up with Moses.
Now, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
No, ain't nobody never. I ain't nobody. You know what? I feel like I ain't never heard them words.
You may not have heard them. Did you experience them? Like, did
That
you?
No, I'm
that's a
the
different
person that
story.
had to pass it out. What I'm saying, I ain't
No,
never
what I'm
heard them
saying
words.
is sometimes you can be in a relationship and be alone.
No,
Absolutely.
I don't do that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
I ain't about to be. But see, that's the reason why I'm a slow mover. Like my parents are Southern people, so I grew up half my life down south, half my life up here, because all summers and holidays and all that stuff we were down south. So I done sat with old people on the porch, rocking back and forth, doing nothing but sitting on the porch and talking and thinking. And
Shucking
my
peas.
father would say to me, "Baby, if somebody trying to rush you, slow them down.
Mm,
The faster they go, the slower you go,
right.
because it's something they don't want you to see."
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm real
I can get
patient that way. Where I can wait. Oh, I can sit right here.
I
Wait
feel
for the
that.
crazy to get started. I'd be like, okay, and sing. Okay, I'm out.
And crazy sometimes is slow to show up.
I don't want to go out to eat chicken with somebody just because somebody asked me to go. I can get my own chicken and eat it here at the house and be cool. If I'm gonna put on some clothes and get what I deem to be cute to go eat some chicken, I want to be out there eating chicken with you. I already like you. I want to go eat some chicken with you, but I just don't be eating chicken just to be eating. I don't do that.
Man, these some of these women eat chicken with you and everything else and don't know nothing about you.
And I'm a cheap date. I ain't never had lobster. Don't care about steak. Um, I like regular stuff. So all I really want to know is how the dessert menu looking.
Mm.
If the dessert ain't good, I don't want to go there.
You know, I heard this guy said, he said these days they're more impressed with the gesture than the man. And I
No,
really I
no.
really like that saying because that's what it's all about. What can you do that's gonna top the last guy
I
that
ain't in no contest.
yeah.
I said once they know you, it different. What is he saying?
He's saying to you, once they get to know you, then it's different. Their impression is different.
I'm a whole vibe.
Yes, you are. William. Yes, you are a whole vibe.
Once I know you.
But you know, for me, it's really hard for me to warm up to people. And I just
Mm,
had this conversation with my people on TikTok. Um, I'm very closed when it comes to new relationships. I can be cordial with you. I can be friendly, but as far as getting to know you, I'm good. I don't need to know you like that unless you've shown me things that would tell me, maybe you should tap into them a little further. Maybe you should open up a little more. I'm like that with men. I'm like that with women. I'm like that with family members.
yes,
I just
I would agree.
I'm very closed off when it comes to other people that
Yes.
I'm not.
Hmm.
Now, Sharice, you on the show, but you are very. I'm gonna sit down here till I figure y'all out.
I am.
She like, let me see what these people bringing because I don't know y'all like that. I got my eye on all y'all,
Yes.
all of
Like
you.
the last show when you had that young lady on there, I was like, who is this?
He was
I
like,
don't know.
this is something new
I'm
I
like
got to
Miss
get to
Millie.
know.
I'm like Miss Millie.
I don't
I
know you
don't know her.
neither. Oh Lord. Yes, it can very much
But I
so.
can play. I can play nice, and I'm playing nice because maybe there's something about you that I can learn from. Maybe there's
Yeah.
something about you that will break my wall down, and that's really what I'm looking
Yeah.
for. I'm looking to see what you can offer that is appealing to me because as
And
an
I'm
introvert,
quiet because I'm shy. I'm shy and I'm an introvert. So, but I'm shy and I'm an introvert. So
and
that's
see,
why it takes me warming up to people.
I'm not shy, but I am introverted.
Hmm.
So conversations, please don't start with the small talk with me because I'm not interested.
I'm the same way.
I'm
Hmm.
not interested.
I'm the
That's why
same.
I need somebody different from me. I need somebody that's a little more outgoing than me.
Yeah,
That do, that thinks a little different than me.
yeah.
And I'm gonna tell y'all something else. Now this, y'all lean in now, cause I don't really like guys that talk too proper. Or guys
You
that
don't
are
like
like
her.
all corporate kind of guy. I don't like that. I
You
like a
don't like them
regular.
buttoned up.
I like a regular kind of person. I like a little country,
You
a
don't like
little
them fat
regular.
buttoned up.
So I
No,
got a question for
no.
both you ladies.
Sure.
How long ago was your last relationship? And
That was one of
what
G's questions.
happened?
Look, I didn't even have to see the name. I knew who responded.
I'm sorry. What you say? What were we talking about? What we talking
Yeah,
about?
I don't like that.
What we talking about? I said, what you say?
So,
What was the
are you
question?
gonna go first,
Huh?
G?
What you say? Is this thing on? What was the question?
You know we hear you.
What was the question?
Where was your last relationship? How long ago was your last relationship?
What year is this?
2024.
Let me see. Okay.
Gotta go back in your calendar.
About that. I don't have that information in front of me. right now. Can I get back to you in 3 business days?
Oh, shit.
I have an answer.
What's
All
that?
right.
It's 6
My
people
last
on here. I don't
relationship.
know them like that.
You're so crazy. Let me see. Most of them are from the Facebook page. Um, my last relationship
Mm,
was 2012.
Okay.
It broke up in 2012.
Wow.
mm,
That's been a while ago.
Huh? Oh yeah, it's been a while.
mm,
Yeah, it's been a long while.
mm, mm,
Um,
mm.
and why did it? Did you ask why did it break up or just when?
Yeah. What happened?
That's Nick being nosy. I ain't saying that. Girl, let me know. I can hit that button for you too, girl. You know what you need, girl.
I really don't remember. Honestly, I do recall. Okay, here it was. I felt alone in this relationship with this person. I
Okay.
didn't feel like they were a part of the relationship. And I would constantly check in with them to find out what's going on, why were they feeling so disconnected and distant? And I was never getting an answer. And then once it really just we were getting to the end of the days, then they just started telling me all this stuff that I didn't do
Dress, I don't
five
like
months.
that.
I'm
Whoa.
like, 5 months ago I asked you what was the problem. And now you're telling me that you were pissed off at whatever I did 5 months ago, so you just started disconnecting and doing your own thing. Like, help me understand because I'm a communicator, and I like to know the climate of the situation. Where are we? How you feeling? What do I need to do? What do you need to do? How can we make this better? How can we move to the next stage? That's where I am in my relationships. And I
Mm.
just wasn't getting the responses. And then I found out later why I wasn't getting it because whatever I had done then pissed them off to the point where they were like, I'm over it, but they wouldn't walk away. They
Yeah.
just got really cold. So I
Okay.
said it was Thanksgiving Day in
So he wanted you
2012.
to break up with him.
And that's what I did. Thanksgiving Day, 2012.
The person must have been an Aquarius, Chicago
Fun.
red.
Capricorn.
Anybody else want to come up and join us as a guest? Let us know. Let us know.
I got another
Close.
question.
Yeah, ask something different because you all in the business right now. I can't.
No. We gonna get down and dirty.
No, we can't get that now. But what you doing? This still a children's show.
We gonna keep it PG-13.
Please.
All right. So I've heard women complain about men not being able to perform due to whatever is going on in the below area. Why you keep doing me like that?
We was PG 12. 12. 12. So I can't be talking about these people business now.
Holy Jesus.
That's their business. That's their
Let me
business.
finish. Let me finish.
Wait, y'all go ahead. I
I
got
want
that.
to know.
I'm not here.
Oh my goodness. Okay, Nick. This is between you and that tree. You, me, and the tree over there.
Did somebody else want to come up and talk? Because I got to come down now. Ooh,
She's funny.
Coming up.
what?
Let me put
Don't get shame faced now.
I'm not here. Go ahead.
You brought me in here.
I'm not here. Stop talking to me.
Help us, Lord.
Woo.
Nick, what's the rest of your question?
My question is, has that been your experience? And what does that rank in the relationship? How important is it?
Let me see who's in here. Hold on.
Y'all need theme music. Boom chicka wow wow. Boom chicka wow wow. Boom chicka
So
wow wow. Boom chicka
you know
wow
what? I'm
wow.
grown. I'm grown. My child is grown. So I clearly I've had relationships with relations.
Now, for those of you who are in here lurking, trying to see what I'm talking about, I ain't said nothing about this particular subject. So don't come talking no mess later. Go ahead, y'all.
I have not experienced the ED thing.
Mm.
However, I heard it's a phenomenon. Heard a lot of guys are being plagued by this, and a lot of sisters are out here suffering.
Oh shit.
I'm just saying. Maybe lower the salt intake, drink more water, come
Tawana.
some water.
Well, I
Ah.
will let's say this. Menopause is coming for women. We're gonna speak on it clinically, right? Menopause is coming for women, which causes changes, and for men, changes are coming too. The question is, what you got after that? And this is the reason why people need to really be in love with their mate, because you're gonna need something else.
Mm.
You're
Mm.
gonna need separate houses.
I'm done
And
with you.
we're back.
I tried to help you.
And we're back.
Nobody else wants to come up and join us in this discussion. You don't have to turn on your camera. You can have your camera off and just talk. Let us know.
She
There's
said,
the
"Who is that? Say I don't like that."
That's
That's
Andrea.
Andrea.
Andrea, you could come up and talk. You could turn your camera off for this. Tawana down there laughing
Hey,
at us.
Tijuana.
Miss Tawana
I'm
Buffet.
sorry, Tijuana.
Tawana
Tawana.
Buffet.
Hey, girl. Hey, girl.
That's
Hey.
one of my singing sisters from Women in
She's
Motion.
joining us from YouTube.
Oh, is she? Oh my God, we
Oh,
got a YouTube view.
nice.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Got a
How
YouTube
many people we
viewer.
got on
Yeah.
YouTube? Two? One? Oh, we got seven people. We got seven. Wait a minute. While there's
I
seven of y'all in here, let me tell y'all something. Y'all got to get this opening. Hold on. Now, this is the opening to the show. Hold on.
It's
I can't
She would
time.
hear.
humble you, humble you.
I'm trying to hear.
Next
Sipping
I
and
time,
hear
see,
now.
here we go. Here we talking about they be listening.
sipping
She
and
would humble you.
drinking. Sipping and drinking. Sipping and drinking. Sipping and drinking. Sipping and drinking. With Chicago and gin.
Now admit y'all gonna be singing that song all day tomorrow. All day tomorrow, y'all gonna be singing that song. All day.
Because Lord knows it lives rent free in my head for the last 2 weeks.
Nick, why you trying to act like you don't like the song? You know Beyonce need to watch her back on that.
Uh-uh.
You don't like that?
Nah.
Man, that song is gonna be a hit. You understand me?
Oh, it's a banger.
Tonight you're gonna be walking through the house talking about sipping and
Oh, it's about to
tripping.
baby.
You're gonna be
You're gonna be in the
washing
shower.
dishes. Sipping and tripping. And then you're gonna be like, with Chicago and gin. Watch us see. I don't live in a bad neighborhood, but the fire truck passing by.
That's okay. That means they work. They
Yeah,
working.
they doing their job. You know, that's why I like to live where I live, because they gonna come when you call. Okay.
Well, as usual.
I ain't got to sit up here and wait 45 minutes for
Mine is
nobody to show up. No, sir.
right.
Okay, Nick, go ahead.
Not doing
You
that.
was asking some questions. Go ahead. I ain't gonna
That was
turn
my
you off this
question.
time. What
Has
was your
it?
question?
Uh,
I thought y'all had answered that.
no. She answered that. You got off with and hid.
I wouldn't know. People business ain't my business.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying life is coming for everybody,
Yeah,
and
life is coming for
everybody better
everybody.
be prepared when it get there.
That's
Cause it's
true.
a coming. It's a coming for everybody. Where it's like oh.
Well, now, the difference in some cases for the men is that their lifestyle can cause their issues.
Yep.
Whereas with women, it's just part of our biology.
Just keep on
Well,
using me till you use me up.
yeah, I mean, drinking dark liquor. Another thing that
Expiration date.
uh guys don't understand is that when you are a frequent user of pornography and that's how you're getting off, it desensitizes you, which will also affect you as well.
Let me get my thing ready because Nick just ain't gonna act right. Nick ain't gonna act right. Nick ain't gonna act
You
right.
let, you let Nick have his adult conversation.
Lord.
It's after
He's
9.
telling the truth. He's telling the truth.
Lord.
A lot of men learn what they learned about
There
I'm
she
trying
go
to
again.
I'm
really give
here.
you
I hear
men
y'all.
they learn through porn.
Yep.
Many. And a lot of men, and I never even thought about this, but a lot of men, their first experience as a child or a teenager was with a
Yep.
woman who was grown.
Yep.
I found
Oh
that out.
Lord. Well, a lot of people have been molested, touched on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why you can't leave your kids everywhere.
Yeah. But
That's
see
true.
the difference with the boys having their first experience with an older woman is that the men celebrate that
Ursha.
as opposed to having intolerance like you would if it was a young girl.
You think somebody had touched on Usher?
Yeah.
That's why he doing what he doing.
Have y'all ever paid attention to Kanye and the stuff that he be doing
What do you mean? Because he does a lot.
recently with the half nude model following him around and
You mean his wife?
yes.
I've seen some things. I've heard some bloggers talking about it,
Mm,
and I think Kanye
mm.
is just. I
He miss his mama.
I don't want to diagnose him because I'm not in a
He
position
needs
to
No,
his
but
diagnose
mama.
anybody.
if you guys ever watched his
Allegedly.
if you watched his that documentary
Yeah, I did.
where he was in, I think he's in New York or something, and he went to the newsstand and he
Mhm.
picked up the pornographic magazine.
Mhm.
Come on, he living that out in the open.
Well, he his whole fascination with Kim was
Is all
because
that
of her persona,
exactly,
and because she had a porn star persona. I mean, let's just call it what it is.
exactly.
She had a porn star persona, and he liked that. Then
Mm-hmm.
when she became the mother of his children, he had a problem with that.
Yep.
And I don't know how he thought he was going to turn Kim Kardashian into a respectable mother
Yeah.
when the whole reason you got with her is because she was this sex symbol.
Exactly.
And now and then he went on this whole media tour, right, when they broke up and the divorce was doing its thing. He didn't want Northwest.
On social media.
Oh, allegedly somebody has said not us. You know what, Jen?
Girl, I ain't trying to get sued. Get no strikes.
So, well, everything I'm saying
Allegedly.
is no, it's not alleged because we've seen this on TV.
Allegedly.
No, we've seen him say that he didn't want his daughter to be a porn star. We've heard him say that out his mouth. It's not alleged. It's
Okay.
it's very real. He said it. Now, if I heard it from somebody else, then we would say allegedly. But he actually
Allegedly.
he said it. It's documented.
Go ahead. Go
Several
ahead,
times.
girl. Go ahead. Go ahead,
But
girl. Go
no,
ahead.
he didn't want Northwest to be on Instagram looking hyper or being hypersexualized and all these other things. And I get that. But then here you come with this new wife and you're doing the exact same things with her that you did with the mother of your children.
That his
And
daughter gets to see because she's on social media.
yes,
Like if that ain't an oxymoron,
Yes, exactly.
Mm.
So this is why I feel
He
like Kanye
need
is
his
so bad.
mama.
He does need his mother.
I
He's
really
technically
wish that I knew Kanye so that he could call me sometime and I could help get him together.
I don't have the bandwidth to get Kanye together. I'm gonna let
I could get him together because he at the point where won't nobody tell him the truth.
that part. I agree.
I want to say, boy, look, do you know how you look out here with that thing on your face like you about to rob a bank and stuff?
Kanye needs a big mama. He needs a big mama in his life.
I'd be there for
That's what he's missing. Cause a big mama will let him know, baby,
him. You look crazy. Well, I
you
don't
look
want to use the word crazy,
crazy.
but you ain't looking well. No, you your grandma, baby, you all right? Take that mess off in my house when you come in here. All
And
of
get
that.
put some clothes on your wife.
Hmm. So nobody else is going to come up and join us on the platform. Nobody else wants to come up and say anything and talk with us. We're just asking. We're enjoying Nick though. Don't you go nowhere. We're
oh,
just asking. I know you be having a million things to do.
I'm
It
good
looked
for
like
right
you
now.
had a good time in Vegas. I know that.
Vegas was okay.
You were there
I
for the Super Bowl?
reconnected with an old friend. She joined me on the trip, and we just, we didn't do nothing extravagant. It was just hanging out and enjoying the festivities, and came back home. That was it. But yeah, I had to get away from the crazy madness that I've been dealing with business and family.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing
So
wrong with that. I ain't never been to Vegas, but they say it's a lot of fun.
it's plenty to do, plenty to see. Not a dull moment. It's 24 hours. So if you're a night owl, you got something to do. If you want to get up early in the morning, you got something to
I'm a night owl, but I like to be in the house night owling.
do.
Do that make any sense?
And if you're going to go and you don't like the heat, do not go in the summer months.
Oh
You will
no,
burn.
I don't
not
trust
at all.
people like that to be out and about like that no more. See what they did to Kansas City Chiefs or whatever that. Who was that was celebrating?
Not at all.
Was
What?
the
What
49ers was
happened?
celebrating?
The 49ers lost.
Okay, so the San
Chiefs.
Francisco, yeah, that their
Yes.
celebration, people got shot. See, that's why I don't like to be out here monkeying with people. I don't want to monkey with folks.
Man, these
As a
folks.
singer, I done seen it all.
Yeah,
Man, please.
I can
I
only
done seen
imagine.
how I've done festivals where somebody was at the edge of the stage following me, like standing in front of me, and everywhere I went, they went. I walked down here, they walked down. I'm like, do y'all see
Wow.
this food? Do y'all see this food?
Hmm.
You know, I was singing one place and guy laid down on the couch because there was a couch on the front row. He just laid down on the couch and started. I had somebody come up on stage. I mean, you have all kind of stuff go down.
Yeah, this is true. This is true.
I'd be like, no, I'm not the one. Now, Cherie, where you go? What I do? What we say to you?
Nothing.
Your picture ain't up there no more.
I know. Give me a second.
Okay. Well, we can still hear you now.
I
Don't do
know.
nothing. Don't do no cut one in the background. We gonna heard it, girl.
Mm-mm.
Nick, she be back there. Boom, 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 boom. Then we gotta pretend like we ain't hear that.
Shine my lips up some more.
Oh, okay. I got you. I
I
got
know
you.
I can.
But yeah, who was that said they would send them an invite? Who was that?
Andrea,
Andrea, did you get the invite? Maybe she's trying to still figure out how to get
I
on
sent
here.
it to her.
Okay,
Let
yeah,
me.
she
You
had
know
to click the
what?
link.
I will send it to her in Messenger.
Okay. Yeah, you click the link and come in. So, Nick, how did you like being on the talk show?
I loved it.
You want to come
I
back
love
again?
discussing the issues.
Mm-hmm.
Love discussing the topics. Oh yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
she's
I
trying to
come.
figure it out. Okay.
Oh, she's trying to figure out. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I wanna start doing like a dating show type thing on here. Like people come up. This was. Should I say what the idea is? Because if we do it, this was gonna be anyway.
Sure.
Okay, so my idea was like, okay, so let me do it like this. So somebody would come up, right?
Hmm.
And you're just listening to them talk about themselves. What do you like? Well, I like this. I like that. What kind of media? I like this. I'm this kind of person. I'm that kind of person. Okay, then somebody like you may come on and say, okay, I'm interested, right?
Yeah.
I want to, whatever. So then the person turns the camera on, boom, and if you're interested, you talk, and if not, you turn your camera off.
Mm. I like it. I like it.
I
I think
think
it would
so.
be fun.
I think so too.
Yeah.
It just
I
won't
was
be me
asking.
doing it because my feelings get hurt easily.
Well, ain't no need in your feelings getting hurt because everybody don't like everything.
I'll just okay.
And you ain't every person ain't gotta like me because I ain't gonna like you if you don't like me. That's the rule. You don't like me, I don't like you 3 times.
Facts.
I'm not for everybody, and
No.
everybody ain't for me.
I always say I'm not
Do
everybody's
you
cup
have a
of
do
tea.
you have a do you have a
Somebody.
type? Do you have a type, Sharice? I mean,
I have to type.
Chicago.
It's okay. Um, I do.
What's your type?
Recently, my type is. You mean physically?
Whatever.
Okay, we're just gonna deal with physical.
Mhm.
Dark,
Mhm.
bald,
Mhm.
bearded, tall.
Oh, you like beers? Hey, Andrea, we see you.
Hey, hey.
Hey,
Okay.
Andrea.
Hey, girl.
Now you know what? For me, I just know tall, brown, possess the ability to tell me to go sit down somewhere
Girl.
in a nice way. And
Look,
other than that, I'll know it when I see it.
right.
I like interesting features and stuff so it depends. It depends on the person, but personality is everything for me.
Let me ask you a question, and I know I'm being petty.
Well,
If his voice is higher pitched than
no,
yours,
I already told you don't get in his. Wait, see, look like this. Um, so what do you think about such and so and so? My answer's already no. Absolutely and not.
I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, I
I
I have
can't
can't.
a
do it.
question for Nick, y'all.
What's that?
Nick, this question is for you.
Yes.
What does it really mean when you're in a relationship with somebody and the gentleman is saying, you know, I don't deserve you. I'm not good enough for you.
Mm-mm.
You need someone else that's going to really appreciate you.
It mean he
What
don't know
what
how to
does it
tell you he
really
don't want to be
mean?
in it no more.
Jen, she asked Nick.
I know. I told y'all I don't have time for much foolishness. Now that's what it means. But go ahead, Nick.
Whoa. He just setting you up.
For
Whatever he got coming for you next. He's already told you.
He already told you, right?
He ain't shit.
And he gonna lay on that heavily because I
Exactly.
already told you. I put that was the warning shot.
hmm
So whatever you
And when
get
he
come,
does something,
whatever he give you next, you hey, he's saying that you
Say
deserve it.
say that
but
again.
I
Say
mean,
that again,
but
Andrea.
there is no next
Give me the speech
because
again, Andrea. Say the speech again. This is your response. Say the speech again.
okay, but hold on. But there is no next because that's his exit. So
Okay,
there's
That's
so
it.
say the speech again.
um I really don't deserve you.
Hmm.
I'm not I don't think I'm good enough for you. You deserve to be with someone who can really appreciate you.
You're right.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
your answer.
So right. so
Now I didn't say what's
so
the
so
answer.
so
I asked
in
you
that it
what's
can be one
this
of two ways, right?
uh-huh.
The one way I just said it, right?
Right.
Or in fact, he's saying that one because he don't want to hurt your feelings,
Mm-hmm.
and to let you down easy. That's his exit. That's his way to get the exit out of the situation.
But why is that though? If you
Men
want to
don't do
leave, why
closure.
y'all can't just leave?
Men
Why you
don't do
can't just say
closure.
I'm out, deuces?
Men
Like
don't do
this
closure.
ain't working for me.
Men don't do closure.
Because then she
Nick,
said men don't do closing and women don't do rejection. So it's both ways.
okay.
You can reject me. I don't care.
and let me make us both happy and show you the door.
You can say I don't like you, and I'd be like, okay,
I like your
Ne-
answer though, Jen. Like your response.
yeah, it's just
never,
okay. Oh, you're right. You're right.
never
You know
let
what?
someone
You
show
know
you
what?
twice that they don't
You
want you.
are right.
You're right.
What? I've
Because
been
you know
thinking
you
that
would
all
never do that
along.
to somebody. You would never. You don't. You know you don't deserve to be treated that way. So for
Mm-hmm.
whoever that person is, your answer has to be peace.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad we had this time together. hmm
Mm-hmm.
No, 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 no,
Or go
no.
put that song on. Yes, it's over. Call it a day. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because when the right man meets the white woman, he'll do whatever he got to do to be that for her.
He ain't going nowhere.
How
Nah,
does the
Now
song
say
go?
it for the folks in the back that didn't hear you.
How
He
does
ain't
the saying
going
go? It's
nowhere.
gonna take a whole day to recognize
I'm
sunshine.
telling
When the
Nick.
man has sunshine, he ain't letting that go.
Oh, somebody said men also know. Did you see that?
Uh
what
huh. That is Arisha.
Ooh, that's
Arisha.
good.
Arisha. I
doesn't
can't
know her
pronounce.
self worth.
That's good.
I agree.
I
Well,
mean,
that's
if
true.
she accepts it, then yeah, she doesn't know.
Yeah.
If
Man
she says
already knows all
okay,
your. Okay.
like Gia said, if she says okay, then she knows.
Men are hunters. So they already know all your weak spot, your chinks in your armor, your insecurities. They know those better than you know a lot of times.
Yeah.
And do.
And all I mean, all is fair in love and war, baby.
Yeah.
It's
Mm-hmm.
like Nick said, he gonna gather all that stuff up, and at the end, he gonna give it to
He gonna wind up his
you.
picket fence. Bam.
Boom! I ain't mad at that though.
That's only when I just had enough of the craziness.
You collect this. See, you can only hurt people's feelings with the truth. So you collect
You know,
all the truth, and then you
some
just give it on back to them.
some people don't believe they stuff don't stink, so you just got to let them know it stank and it's foul. You need to go clean that up.
Reaching.
But Nick, let me tell you, let me let you in on some game. This is the truth though. If you really want to get on a woman's nerve, you know what you do?
What's
Mm,
that?
mm, mm,
Be quiet.
Mm.
mm.
We don't like
We do
silence.
not. Don't like that.
So listen, so if you have it like this, she like this, don't say nothing. And then walk out and then you come back in and this is what you say. You say, listen, I don't really know how much longer I'm gonna be able to put up with this kind of atmosphere. And I'm just letting you know, I don't like it. And then walk out and don't say no more.
Get her
Don't answer
right
no
together.
call. Don't respond to no text for at least 24 hours. Because what she gonna do is get her mind right if she got some sense. You do have to
They,
let people calibrate sometimes.
they ain't got no sense.
If she can't calibrate, then you know to leave that alone.
I I'm telling you, you can say, hey, I'm not a person that likes to argue. I like to sit down and actually have a conversation. But it's just some people that don't take accountability for nothing they do.
So how many times you gonna put up with that to learn that?
Oh no,
Right.
I'm telling you, I got stories to tell.
hmm
We're
I
gonna have
got
a live
I
show with
got
Nick telling
I
his
got
story.
stories to tell.
Nick and his stories. That's true.
Man,
Story time with Nick.
I got
Story time with Nick.
stories to tell. I got one
I'm
right
gonna have to
now
write
that
a song.
the
Story
one I
time
got
with
the
Nick.
one I got the one right now. She called herself sending me a message. We've been broke up for a while. And this is what narcissists do. Once you stop talking to them, they gotta find a way to talk back to you. And I'm a person, I'm petty. I told her, I said, you had your own man. Now you want to find somebody husband that want to be a preacher that got to stay with you. I'm gonna throw the jab. I'm gonna throw the jab every time. If I ain't bothering you, don't bother me. I done done all I can
Yeah, I
do.
figured this. I
What?
figured something out listening to Nick.
What?
What's that?
Nick is out here destroying these women, and these women get into relationship with with men in Chicago, and then we
Hmm.
have to deal with those men that those
That's been
damaged
hurt.
women have
Right.
that's been hurt.
Right.
That's the problem.
I've never heard a woman in my life.
Some women
Nick, you never
self-sabotage their
heard a
own
woman in your life.
relationships. Some men are
Nope.
simple. Women
I
talk too
promise you.
much. Some listen to respond when we should be listening to understand.
I've never heard a woman in my life. She, whatever happened, she did it to
Why is
herself.
this not staying up there?
I don't know. Hold on. There we go. Okay.
Nah, Nick, now you ain't hurling all them insults and ain't hurt nobody now.
What,
Exactly.
what I'm
Because I
saying
can
to that
guarantee
is
you all my insults have hurt.
what I'm saying to that is this, right?
You ain't doing it right then.
What I'm saying to this is what I'm saying to that is this is that people will try to play on your emotions
Hmm.
and they'll keep trying to stoke the fire. You know?
Oh, Nick, you had to ask us what we think about you.
Oh, yes. Please tell me.
Who wants to go first? Andrea, you just
Okay,
got here,
Andrea.
so
I just got here, so I don't know enough.
She said she'll know.
I haven't had a lot of time to assess.
You know Nick.
you want me to go first?
Go ahead, Jerry.
I would say that you are a cool dude who's been hurt one too many times, and it's made you real trepidatious, if you will, in your movement with people. And you got a soft heart, but you try to hide it behind a hard exterior
Mm,
because you just don't want nobody trying to take advantage of that. But here's what I'm gonna tell you:
what's that?
don't not be who you are because of what somebody did in the past. Meaning that if you're the kind of person that like to give flowers and dote on somebody and call them, do that. Be open, be vulnerable. But when somebody don't deserve that, you take it back and keep on kicking it down the road. But don't make the next person suffer for what the last person did. They don't deserve that. The new person don't deserve that.
Absolutely.
Just you know what I'm saying? Because nobody deserves to bring that to you. Like I've been hurt. I've been hurt, Nick. So I can't be nice to you. I've been hurt, Nick. So okay, you don't want that. So don't bring that forward. Be brave.
True
Love
that.
hurts sometimes. Love
Oh
hurts
yeah.
sometimes. Get kicked and keep moving.
Yeah.
When it hurt, just get up and go. You know what? That hurt, but I'm
Yeah.
going here again because that's what
Yeah.
I'm brave like that.
Yeah.
Get on back in the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
You worth it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Somebody don't appreciate it. Keep it moving. Be like,
That's
girl, I'm
what
about to go. I'm about to get
that's
all
what
my
you gotta
marbles and go
do.
home. So I'm gonna
That's what
take
you gotta
me,
do.
all my properties, and all my success and keep it moving.
That's it.
That's all. Now your theme song will be "Baby, you done lost your good thing now." Hmm.
They all know that. That's why they try to come back. I ain't doing none of that.
Okay, Sharice, your opinion?
Well, Nick indicated earlier that one of his issues is patience.
Mm.
And I understand that. That's one of my issues. In fact, what you said about him, Jen,
Oh,
is me too. I have a hard exterior, but that's because I'm very sensitive and I take a lot of things to heart. So it's easier for me to appear cold and let you penetrate the coldness to actually find I have a heart of gold.
Right.
I'm very warm and fuzzy on the inside.
Yeah.
Um, where with Nick, I feel like because he's sensitive and soft on the inside, his level of patience will not allow for him to tolerate a lot of things.
but he's got to
Huh?
not tolerate stuff, but he's got to still let the best of him shine through.
Yeah.
He has to let the best of him shine through, but
Somebody asked me a question.
Yeah, how do you feel about what I had to say about you? Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna say this. I'm a giver by nature, and this goes all the way back to my childhood with family members, cousins, and brothers, and moving forward, that people have tried to take advantage of my giving. I always used to be the type that anytime you did something for me, I pay you for it. So what I learned is that people fell in love with my hand and they were not doing out the goodness of their heart.
Mm-hmm.
And then moving forward in dating, that I'm still the same helpless romantic. I still take women out on dates. I've taken women out. I took a woman just out of town that was mostly was on me. Well, the hotel and the flights on me and the dinner. I think I made her pay for the Uber rides and she paid for the tickets to the concert. But majority was on me.
Mm-hmm.
I will never stop being who I truly am.
Yeah, don't.
Right? Because you can't stop my blessings.
Mm-hmm.
The person that who's worthy of my heart will know how to receive it and know how to reciprocate.
Mm-hmm.
I got one of the biggest blessings when I came back from um, Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in real estate, and my godfather, he is a black man, and he is the only black man in the country that owns his own ice house.
Mm-hmm.
And with him being in that position, him being in business over 53 years, he has agreed to be my partner in real estate.
That's nice.
You know, so as I try to teach my siblings that I don't look at what other people do, what they don't do for me. You know, when you're just not that person, you're just not that person. And to that point is that the women I've chosen in the past, I knew they weren't that person, and I saw the red flags. But because I desire those connections, I look past the red flags and I look past some of the behavior. And once I got into it, I was like, oh, this ain't gonna work because you don't know how to reciprocate, you don't know how to act, you don't know how to appreciate, you're not appreciative. And it's just one of those things that you gotta say, am I willing to wait for the right thing, or do I wanna just have the comfort of somebody's company? And I've
I think
learned waiting for the right thing versus having someone's company is more peaceful.
I think that Nick, a red flag is a red flag.
Mm-hmm.
A yellow flag means you proceed with caution.
Mm-hmm.
A green flag means go.
Yeah.
Red flags are not going to change.
Nah.
If she's selfish, if she don't listen, if she's too whatever this and that's something you don't like, you just like her because she's pretty.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But a red flag is still gonna be a red flag.
All the
A
way
chair
around.
is still a chair, even when there's no one sitting there. Okay.
Come on, Luther.
Mhm.
I think this is true for people
Lutherina.
probably after a certain age and experience.
Mhm. Now, Andrea, did you have something you want to add?
No, not at this time. Just
Not at this time.
enjoying.
Andrea is one of the sweetest people I know.
I try to be.
She
Lord
is.
knows I try.
This
And one
child
of the
has a whole
snazziest
family,
dressers.
one of the snazziest dresses, and has a whole. Her kids and her are really the modern Jackson 5. Because every last one of her children can sing, and I mean get down with it. Her son is playing Michael in MJ the Musical
Oh,
right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
oh, they
Like
are coming
they can
back to
sing.
Chicago.
They can sing. Are they coming back?
There is talk about it.
Okay,
Well,
Nick,
it
if you
didn't
didn't go, you
say it.
should
They
go
were
this time.
talking.
I'm gonna check that out. Where is it being held?
Well, they're on a national tour right now. They're in San Fran.
Okay.
Um,
Where were they at
they'll
when they
be
were here
on
Well, you
their.
know,
before?
Nick traveled.
They were at the Niederlander. Wait a minute. Do we have a
Yeah.
Niederlander theater here? Yeah. um, they'll be on tour until
You didn't hear about
September.
MJ the Musical?
No, I didn't.
Man, that thing is. They done won Tonys and everything. Like that thing is major.
Mm-hmm.
It
It
is the bomb.
is.
Oh, but wait,
Speaking
I forgot to say, for his new thing that happened when he came back off the trip. What do we say, Sharice? Yeah.
wait, what? I missed it.
She said she missed it.
Let's see. Nick, sometimes you have to pull your hand back to see if that person is for you, or with that you can do it for them. Don't change it, but put your wallet away. Who is that talking? That look like Kanisha.
Oh yeah.
That
Is
is
that is,
Tisdale.
Oh yeah.
that's
Believe
who?
me, I
Arish,
know.
Okay.
Arishi, Arish.
Okay. Who said
I'm
it was
sorry, I know
amazing?
I'm butchering. And that's Nisha. That's Kanisha that just said congratulations, Nick.
Thank you.
Okay. Cool. Okay. You can call me Shay. Who is Shay? Oh, she said you can call her
Shay,
Shay.
that works.
Uh huh. Yeah, she said you
Yeah,
can call her Shay.
Irish.
Mm-hmm. Uh
Okay,
huh.
I can do that.
Cool.
Well,
Cool
yeah.
and the gang.
So Nick, you're an interesting person. I will say that.
I'm gonna take that as
I mean that in
good.
a good way. I
An
mean that in a good
interesting
way.
case study. No.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
Well, I
Because if
tell,
I
I tell, I
look,
tell, I
if I don't
tell
like,
people, I
never call
tell
you
people, and I
interesting.
tell women this all the time.
Mhm.
And I'm say this. I had a good mother,
Mhm.
and my mother was good to me. My mom put me on game, and yeah, I didn't get hand me down. I got new clothes. You know what I'm saying? I was treated well,
Mhm.
so I'm not gonna do bare. Nobody can come bare minimum me.
Mhm.
You know, what do I look like? This woman went and worked all her life, all them hours, all them days, trying to raise me, keep me in a house, keep me in a safe neighborhood, taking me on vacation, and letting you come bare minimum me. Nah.
Mhm. Chicago. I was going to say that
So glad you
having
said
grown
that.
up with brothers and sisters, if somebody got something, I was thinking about this when you were talking about that, but if somebody, like you were saying, like you never had to share and stuff, I can't even think in terms of not sharing.
Mm.
So if I had something, like if you had a candy bar and you hid it under the couch, under the cushion, downstairs in the basement, and somebody found it, I didn't hide it good enough. Nobody was mad. Like you just like, you found my candy. Oh man. I mean, it is what it is.
That was never that that was never the case at my house. Every
You
and
want my
my
shirt?
mother said we would say this all the time. We would leave things out and nobody would bother it because that just this stuff. I'm not bothering it.
No,
It's
girl.
yours.
What? Nothing is safe when
But
it's a bunch of you. It was only four of
when
us,
Nick
but
was
nothing
talking
is
about
safe.
his and being raised by
Nothing is safe.
but when Nick was talking about his mother and how his mother raised him and how he
Hmm.
won't settle for mediocrity when it comes to women, I feel the same way because
Hmm.
I tell anybody, my father was an amazing man. My mother was amazing as well, but my father would be the example that I use in my dating. And I feel like at this point in my life, it would be a disservice to my father to deal with somebody that's coming up short. Like a lot of people will say women are constantly asking what you bring to the table when they have nothing themselves. And for me,
Hmm.
everything that I require, I can provide. So I'm
Hmm.
not asking a man to do anything or come with anything that I don't already have or possess on my own.
Right.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think that's an issue. It shouldn't be an
Yeah.
issue. And to anyone that finds it an issue, you aren't for me anyway.
Yeah. I don't think I ever found too many women that have their stuff together or have their needs met that actually have that attitude. It's usually the women that don't have anything going for themselves that
What
have
is
the
it? What does it
attitude.
mean to have your stuff together? What does that
Well,
mean to
I'm
you?
just saying, like, you're not looking for a man to take care of you and your kids. Because I didn't grow up with a mother that needed a man to take care of her kids.
Hmm.
You know,
Right.
but there are some women that date and put the emphasis out there, like, we're a package deal, and you have to do for me and mine. And they can't meet their basic needs, meaning their rent, their utilities, the gas they put in their vehicle, their personal upkeep. They're looking for a man to come in and do those things that they are unable to do for themselves and actually elevate their economic status.
I ain't never had nobody put $5 on nothing for me that I wasn't married to. I ain't. I ain't never asked nobody to put $5 on nothing for me except my
Yeah,
husband.
yeah. So I mean, I have a very great example as a mother. I mean, she has her thing, but she was a very great example. Like you know, if somebody one of her, not it wasn't very many, but one of her guy friends did something for us, that's because he wanted to do it, not because she needed
Right.
him to do it for us. You know, so
Or made it a requirement.
right, never required it. You know, she had she has a giver spirit as well, and you
Yeah.
know, me dating somebody. And I think this is my fault because I think I'm so far advanced in how I think sometimes is that I want to pull people, right? And they not ready to go where I'm already headed. And I'm
Okay.
trying to speed up their development. And they haven't had enough failures and experience to receive what I'm trying to give them. So I
Hmm.
had to learn that, like, yo, you trying to pull people to where they not ready to go just yet. And
Hmm.
until they experience those things, like you gotta, there comes an experience with have knowing how to give and when and who to give and where to give. There's this experience that has to be taught with that. You know, some people may never learn. You know, there has to be an experience in know how to know that this is not the end all to be all. I remember one in being an entrepreneur, you learn that. I think one day I may have had like $300, and I spent 140 of that in marketing material.
Hmm.
And I took that 140, got some pamphlets made up, and I passed it out. And that generated me probably $4,000 to $5,000 out of that 140 I generated from that.
Hmm.
But if I had a thought about, man, this is my only last $300 or $200, do I really want to go spend this on marketing material? Then I would have made that four or five hundred, you know, $5,000. And that's the mindset of most people when it comes to relationships. Do I really want to get out of my bed and do what I need to go do for that person? You know, because I could be doing this for myself. And
Hmm.
if you think that way, then you're gonna miss out on a lot of opportunities.
Now they got a lot of questions up here for you, Nick. But before we go to your questions, I want to ask Andrea a question. Then we're gonna come back to your question because you got a lot of them. Andrea,
Yes, ma'am.
is there anything about the good old days of dating that you miss?
Hmm. At this point in my life, no, because I'm getting what the good old days was
Hmm.
given.
Okay.
But there was a point in my life where I did wonder if chivalry
Hmm.
is dead, what's happening?
Hmm. Hmm.
And then now with this day and age that we have, fortunately, I am of the age that I don't get into, nowadays people don't like to talk on the phone. All they want to do is text and
Hmm.
all that. I don't do all that.
Hmm.
You're going to talk to me.
Yeah, technology is definitely killing communication.
It definitely is.
Sheree, what you laugh about?
Because I'm one of those people that don't like talking on the phone.
How you gonna text it in? How does that work?
Like this.
Girl, I'm not about to type no conversation to nobody.
Text messages can be so misinterpreted. It
Well,
Especially a text
carries
message
their
coming
own
from this
tone.
this serious space. No ma'am, no thank you.
It's just I don't like that. Talk to me. I'm a poster child for communication. I come out of a 17-year marriage where folk didn't talk. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so talk to me.
Mm-hmm. Well, Nick, you
I'm
have a
going to
plethora of
blame.
questions over
I have
here.
a plethora of questions.
Ooh,
I'm,
child.
I'm going to blame my inability or my desire to not actually talk on the phone to being in telecommunications most of my life and being on
Okay,
the phone for my job.
you got a reason there.
Yeah.
I've been there. Yeah.
Definitely got a reason.
I don't. I don't want to do it.
Yeah, I'd rather you just
Text
call
me.
me. I don't want to be texting. That's why them good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Now I got to take me out of rotation.
Take me out the group chat.
Yeah, get me out the group chat. I don't group chat me with that mess.
Okay, go ahead. Ask the questions.
Okay, so Nick, let me see. I'm gonna start from the bottom. Do you feel do you feel you are in your own way? Are you looking for your mom in these women? I don't think so, but okay, but go ahead.
Not at all. I think that we all have a guide or a standard that we live by. And when we look at some of today's women, how they complain about the roles that they take on, right?
Hmm.
Women
Mhm.
from back in the day had it harder.
Mhm.
Like you have jobs where you can work from home. You know, you you have more things that make it more convenient for you, and but some of you guys choose to make it harder for yourself, and then in making it harder for yourself, you want to play the victim to get sympathy. And I think
Wait, so
that's just not women. That's the culture in itself, men and women. They want to play victim and blame somebody else. I don't live with a victim mentality. If I go out there and impregnate three women, and then I can't complain about them putting me on child support because I knew what I was doing when I was out there. If I go run up a bunch of debt and can't pay it, or if I can't keep a job, I can't. Who I'm gonna blame? All that's my fault. So no, I'm not looking for anybody to be my mother, but I know that women, some women of today do not measure up. You know, I have very strong women in my family, and they keep it tight. You know,
Sharice, Andrea, are you guys looking for your father types?
Let me tell you something now. They say little girls grow up and marry their daddies.
I know I did.
I did. Okay, when I tell you from the rooter to the tutor, how his physical stance was, how he sat in the car and folded his hands together. Now I didn't know I was marrying my daddy. I didn't realize it until way after the fact. But he was very much like my daddy. The irony is, though, I had a great relationship with my daddy. I was his little girl.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So I don't know what had happened with that.
Then that would depend on the kind of relationship he was having with your mother, not with you.
You know what, Gene? You done said something in here
Hmm.
because that wasn't that great.
See, I'm not looking for a man to treat me like my daddy treated me. I also admire the way my daddy treated my mother. I want a husband like that. I don't need nobody to treat me like my daddy did. That's a daddy relationship. Like that's how my daddy treated me.
Hmm.
But didn't your dad, through his dealings with you, teach you the type of man you wanted to
Oh
be around?
yeah.
And I'm asking because
Oh
when I
yeah.
was a little girl, before my brother came around, my father for Valentine's Day, he would always get my mother and I the same thing. I would just get a miniature size of whatever she got. And I
How cute is
remember
that?
very plain as day feeling a way about me getting this little bitty heart with candies in it, and my mama got this big old heart with all these candies in it.
Hmm.
I didn't. It as a little girl, I wasn't making the connection between well, that's my wife and you're my daughter. I looked at us as equal. If you got big
Mm-mm.
candy, I should get big candy. But as I
Good
got
Lord.
older, I appreciated how my father treated my mom. I also appreciated how he treated me. My father was
Hmm.
very attentive. Whatever I
Hmm.
wanted, if I told him, I got it for Christmas or I got it for my birthday.
Hmm.
It didn't matter what it was. And I also appreciated how my father treated my extended family, my mother's family,
Hmm.
his
Yes.
family. He was just that
Yeah.
man that everybody came to if they needed something, or they would go through my mother, and my mother would, of course, have the conversation with my dad, and they would make it possible. I remember
Hmm.
finding out that one of my mother's older sisters was in need of a place to stay. Well, her son, her child, her youngest child, and my mother and my father ended up buying an apartment building, so my aunt would have somewhere to live.
Mhm.
That's the type of person that
Yeah.
I want. And I feel like the reason I'm single now is because most of the people that I attached myself to intimately were not on that caliber. And now I'm to
Mhm.
the point where I'm not going to settle for anything less than what my father showed me I deserve.
Yeah. My dad taught me to not be afraid to ask a question, nor hear the answer to a question. To
Mm.
know for yourself what you think about yourself, and not need somebody else to tell you that, and to take responsibility for your own mess. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, girl, please, every time I saw my dad, it was, hey, dad is big eyed baby. Hey, dad is, I mean, so you can't tell. I mean, I ain't the cutest person in the world, but I like me some me. Because my daddy said, too.
He validated you.
Okay. Yeah.
He validated you.
I'm gonna
And that's
like
I
me
have a
all this. I'm gonna like
question.
me all the sizes, big, small. I don't want to be this big right now, but I'm gonna like me while I'm this big. I bet you
you
that.
like you. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I
What were you
have a
about to say?
question while we're on that subject. I have a question for Nick.
Mm.
Do you have any children, Nick?
Yes,
Okay, boy, girl.
boy, 29.
Okay, but no girls.
No,
But okay, so do you believe that fathers should be the first example to their daughters of how they should be loved?
I think a man in the house that loves his wife, her mother, the way he should be the perfect example. Um, what I know in dating women with young girls is that when I walk into the house, they're gonna be the first ones that greet me because they see the love and the order that I bring into the household. So they
Mm-hmm.
naturally gravitate towards that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Your girls don't need roughness.
No.
Because if you treat them like that, that's how they gonna go out there and let somebody else treat them.
Hmm.
You have
Mhm.
to teach your girls softness and no, baby, you don't let nobody talk to you that way. If you feel a certain way, let it go.
Now let me ask you this, because I've been around a lot of friends who have daughters, and their theory is if a man can't treat you like I've treated you in terms
Mm.
of giving you what you want, never saying no,
Oh
do
no.
you think that's setting her up, or
Mm.
Definitely
is
setting
that?
her up. Again, like I
Mm-hmm.
said, I don't have girls myself. I've dated women with girls, and I would say in those two different households that I went into, it was two things I always brought. That was love and order, and they never bucked from that. They never had an issue with it. Like my one, uh, I used to tell her like, when you leave this house, you got to make your bed up. So what she started doing, so she would have to make the bed up. She would sleep on top of the covers.
Whatever's clever.
But you know, I think some fathers, because they really adore their daughters, they do set them up for failure where they don't have the ability to say no.
Mm-hmm.
And there has to be a balance that has to take place.
Yeah,
It has to be
because
some
a
no.
lot of
Mhm.
times these females now, as young women, because they're looking for somebody to do and wear the shoes exactly the way their fathers did, they end up still single, or don't a man want to tolerate them because they think they're entitled because they done got set up.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean that's true. And then either what they do is they pick the beta man who always says yes, and then they're gonna complain about the beta man that they pick that they
Mm-hmm.
get they get to run over because he always says yes.
Mm-hmm.
Look, if a man ain't some kind of challenge, that ain't no fun.
He's
And not.
not.
You like, yes, dear. Yes, dear. I'd be like, man, go on with that.
Like, I want you to tell me, get somewhere and sit down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I can say, but I'm gonna be thinking about standing up the whole time I'm sitting here.
And I'm gonna need that one eyebrow to raise up. You don't even have to say anything. Just let that one eyebrow raise up.
That's it.
Just be like, babe,
Be like,
Nick, what you think about
I.
this? Because my dad used to say this all the time too. He said the man must like the woman a little bit more than she likes him, or baby, it ain't gonna stick.
I've heard that several times.
Mm.
I feel like there's some truth to it.
I disagree with that.
Wait, say that again, Jen.
My dad would always say, baby, a man must like you a little bit more than you likes him, or it ain't gonna stick.
Hmm.
I disagree with that. You gotta like him a little bit more than you like him.
No, he's got to
Ha-
like her more
He
than
had to
she
like
likes
her
him.
a
Yeah,
little
he
bit
said a man
more.
needs to have a little bit more for you than you got for him, or it ain't gonna stick, baby.
Hmm.
And I'm going to tell you my thought process as to why
Okay.
that is true.
I, I I
Because
get what I
as
get where he was
as
going with that, right? Because I think a woman can fall in love with a man by the way he treats her, whereas a man can be in lust with a woman or the way she looks and fall in love with her. So I would assume, I don't know, but I will hope that I meet somebody that likes me just as much as I like them.
Yours will have to be
What's
just a
happening?
slight bit more on the line.
Who's that? Sam the
so here
who?
it's a huge delay in our
Oh,
talk.
mine is delayed
Um,
still.
I think we're all delayed a little bit. But what I wanted to say is the reason I feel that that's true is because what we were saying earlier, that men are hunters and they don't like it easy. They like a little bit of a challenge when it comes to women. And as who just said that? Kanisha. She just said, and it's true. Men don't like women that do too much chasing because that's what's
Mhm.
going to happen. I feel like if a woman likes the man a lot more, she's going to do too much and make it easy for him. And not that you need to be difficult, but you need to there needs to be, you can't give it up all every time. You can't meet him at his job with lunch every day. You can't. You just can't. 'Cause
You say you can't, huh?
Now, what's
I
wrong with
I
that
don't.
now?
I'm,
Well,
no, what I'm saying is, you
this
just
is what I'm going to
can't.
say to that. This is what I'm going to say to this. To
Uh
this, right?
huh.
I proposed to a woman within 30 days. I hadn't even slept with the woman. Now, most people might find that hard to believe, but it had nothing to do with anything other than the fact that I saw her attributes, her potential, and how that would complement me.
Hmm.
You know, so it wasn't about the cooking, about the cleaning, and like you said, she challenged me. The second day we ever went out, I invited her to a networking event. We are both realtors,
Hmm.
and in the networking event, we had a break, intermission. And she said, "Well, let's get up and go meet 10 people." No, first she said five. She said, "No, let's do 10." I had out of my dating history, and this was you talking about. This was 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Out of my entire dating history, I had never had a woman challenge me in any type of way to say, "I want
Hello,
you to go out here and do business the
hello.
way you want to know how to do business."
I hear you.
I can't hear anything.
You can't hear
Let
us,
me go out.
Jen will be back. Okay, so you said you had never had a woman challenge you in that way,
Never.
and that was appealing.
Very appealing.
Okay, so what happened?
What happened? I lied. Well, the lie wasn't the biggest issue because it was a part of it. But here's the thing: when
He
you both
said
got to
he ain't
open that
never hurt
bag
no
up,
woman.
when you both got to open that bag of dirty laundry up, it is what it
Uh-huh.
is. Okay, I got some shit in my closet. You got some too.
So did you lie by omission? Did you leave some information out, or did you just tell a bold-faced lie?
I left some. She's one of those women because she's so that she was trying to. In the very beginning, she was trying to size me up. So she
Okay.
had these laundry list of questions that she was asking me. Because prior to me even talking to her, I had her number for over a month before I even reached out to her. Because I kept telling myself, I don't want this strong, independent
There y'all go.
woman. And someone said, give her a call. And I finally decided to reach out to her. So she had these laundry list of questions she was asking me. And I was omitting things or not being basically honest. So then when I decided to propose, I had to come back to those same questions and say, well, you remember when I said this, that wasn't really the truth, or this wasn't really how that happened.
Uh-huh.
That's what happened.
Okay. And that was her breaking point. She didn't want anything else to do with you because
No,
of
that
that.
was it was that in addition to we didn't have a relationship. We went straight from hanging out to me proposing. So of
Uh-huh.
course she probably had somebody she was dating. I had somebody I probably was hanging out with. And what I learned is that people who don't think you deserve happiness don't want to see you happy. So when the engagement was announced publicly on Facebook, I had women that I didn't know, two I didn't deal with, and three hadn't dealt with in years, sending me ugly, nasty messages.
Really?
Yes. And one particular young woman that I had not been dealing with, that I had decided that we were not going to deal, went to my fiance at the time and told her, I was in Atlanta with him.
What?
And then my ex-fiance was like, are y'all together? And she said, not anymore, which she was lying. So I had to go to my fiance with all the text messages and everything, how I broke this off, and we hadn't been dealing in some time.
Uh,
And of course, I have the proof, but then there's a level of mistrust there.
yeah. Wow.
Yeah, people are evil. Evil.
Very. Yes, they are. Especially when they don't want you to be happy, as you said.
Exactly.
Somebody blew the spot up for you, Nick.
Who was that happened?
I said somebody blew the spot up for you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's terrible. Haters.
And now Nick is out here hurting feelings,
Man.
Kicking butts and taking names.
taking names and then throwing them in the trash.
Nick, did you ever
Oh
spin the
my
block with
goodness.
her?
I didn't hear you.
Did you ever spin the block with her?
With the woman?
With the one that you were engaged to?
What do you mean that I was spin the block with her?
Did you double back and go back to her at any point?
No, we
Did you
haven't did
revisit that?
that. We it's funny. What was that, 2022? I was in New Orleans, standing outside my hotel in Bourbon Street, and some said, look to your left. I saw her there. I was in Dallas about 4 months later, going into an establishment that was having a party. And as I was walking into one of the venues, I hear somebody say, damn. And I look, it was her. And I'm like, why the hell I keep running into this woman while I'm out of town? So of course, as I said before earlier, as you have to open that bag up and pull out your shit. When I see her now, she always has this disposition about. I'm like, why? If it's done, it's done. If it is what it is, just let it go. There's no need to be enemies. We ain't got to dislike each other.
Right.
Okay.
But would you
What
go
was it?
back?
Would I go back? Yeah, I
Um,
don't think I made a wrong decision. I think in any situation that if you're willing to put in the work, if you're willing to put in the work, it'll work. I don't think my decision was wrong. I think my timing was bad. I think I should have gave us more time to develop and get to know one another. But I already had it in my. Cause I'm like this. Once I have my mind made up on something, it's go for me. When I meet a woman, I already got my plan laid out for you. My last 3 women, I helped them get in their houses. I helped them get their shit together. I helped them. I directed the other one in her career that she's in. You
okay.
know, my mind works that way. I'm like, I don't have time to play games. I need somebody to. Hey, we got to get on our shit.
I feel
You want a house? Okay, let's sit down and work your budget out. Oh, you want to change?
DJ.
You want to change careers? Okay, let's make that happen. That's just the way I'm set up.
I feel that.
Even with my mom, you know what I'm saying? When like say she fell on her job at 38 and
Mhm.
she got in that transition where she wasn't making any forward momentum. And I just stayed on
Mhm.
top of her ass, like, yo, this ain't what we do.
Right.
So I've had my hand in helping her get back to where she's supposed to be in life. You know, that's just the way I'm set up in life. You can't be connected to me and not be living on purpose.
I like that. I like that.
I don't be knowing what living on purpose mean. What that mean?
Waking up,
Can't
scratching
just
your
be going
ass, trying
through
to
life
figure it out.
willy nilly.
Huh?
Can't go through life willy nilly.
Whatever.
You got to put in on this man.
You mean on the finances?
On anything. You got to. You need to
Mm,
be an active participant in your own legacy, in your own
Absolutely.
I
journey.
guess.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I
You
guess.
can't just skate through life doing nothing and expecting everything.
Absolutely.
But you know, Nick, you can't have children and then expect for her to take care of the kid, go to work, come back and take care of home, take care of you, take care of the kids, and she be all good.
That's why I don't have no kids by no other women.
No, I mean when you're married, it's cheaper to keep
Even
it that
yeah,
way.
I mean,
Let her work
I,
from home.
yeah, I believe if we do that responsibly, there's ways to get around it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't believe my wife if I decide to have kids at that age that once she has kids that she should have to work.
Who just said?
The first 5 or 6 years. Now, once the kids get school age and she want to go back into work, that's her prerogative. But
Mm-hmm.
again, I'm building an empire, so you can't just totally check out.
And you know who used to be building an empire, don't you?
What's that?
Fred Sanford.
You said
He was always building an empire. Yes, indeed.
you know,
I know I better let y'all go to bed. It's 10:42. We've been on this thing for how long? Two
we've been up
Almost
hours.
here for a while.
Yeah. Well, you got to come back and join us next Thursday.
All right.
absolutely.
Pick up another subject and tear it apart.
All right.
Hey, Nick, if you ever doing some business classes, not real estate, just flat business classes, let
Uh,
us know, child. We would like to attend that too.
okay.
Learn some stuff about business.
All right. All right. Let's get it.
Uh-huh. And if y'all have some real estate needs, we got Nick and Nisha. Do you sell homes or you what do you do in that area?
Myself?
Yeah.
Yeah, I sell homes and I do commercial.
You do rehabs?
I do rehabs as well. I have
Okay.
my own construction company
Oh
as
really?
well. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead then. Y'all better stop getting on Nick nerves.
Hey, they don't understand. They don't
Learn how to
understand.
sit down somewhere. Act
They
like
don't
y'all got some
understand it.
sense. Now you gonna have to chill him out a little bit, cause he been hurt. But after that,
I'm cool as a cucumber. I promise I am. I had a good time with a
Who was
woman
the
I
other
ain't seen.
side of the pillow?
I had a good time with a woman. We hadn't seen each other since 2019. We had an excellent time.
Well, that's cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Next time, go down there by yourself and see Janelle Monae was trying to see what was going on.
Nah, I don't need that trouble. Nah, but I'm cool.
Well,
I
Larsa
don't let.
Pippen was available.
Who's that? You said what
Larsa
about
Pippen,
Larsa Pippen?
she's available.
Yeah, she's available.
Oh no.
She's available.
You see what she did to Scotty?
What she do?
She
She's like,
embarrassed that
I'm
man
about to
all the way.
date this little
She'd
boy.
embarrassed him all the way around.
She's like, watch me date this little boy.
Yeah,
What
she
Nick?
did. I ain't gonna
What
lie.
was the youngest you said you would date, Nick?
I've dated as young as 25.
Yeah, but what you want
And
now?
At 45,
25? Mm-hmm.
I don't think I would go that young. I
What is it?
maybe it's all about I've dealt with old fools as well as young fools. It ain't about age. It's about your maturity.
listen, I'm trying to get you unsingle now.
You try to get me sick.
Andrea, he said he like them girls with the Mississippi hits now.
He
Well, our
did.
whole family is kind of petite. However, we come with big bangs.
Oh,
I'm just saying. I'm
who is
just
this?
saying.
Who is this asking this question down here?
Your niece.
What is he looking for?
Uh-huh.
I did hear him say he
Nick said,
liked
when this
Mississippi
become a
hips.
dating show for me?
Wait,
Right.
hold
What is
on,
he looking for?
hold on. Let me get this here for Kanisha, because see, she in here with this fool la la.
Not the fool la la.
Okay, go ahead.
I cannot gin with you in this button.
Oh, I'm for this. I'm downloading something that's specifically for that. hmm Specifically for the please hold.
She said, wait, I'm asking.
Well, what was the question? What are you looking for?
Uh-huh.
Did he
Whoever
say
that
he
is,
was
whoever asking
looking?
that must have signed on late because we went through all that.
Did he
hmm
say he was looking? That's what I
It's
want to know.
Nisha, she came in late.
She came in late.
Yeah, Kanisha.
Okay. Nurturing, assertive, knows how to communicate, emotionally intelligent,
She had to
smart.
cook.
She ain't got to be no chef Ramsay, but yeah, you got to know how to. We got to eat right or
Size,
take
size
turns.
5, 12. What you looking for?
She gotta have Mississippi hips. That's what I
And
I
want.
was
she ain't
gonna
gotta
say
have
she
this.
got
I like his, but she ain't gotta have this.
Mississippi hips are usually about a solid 12.
Hey,
on the low side.
Yeah,
I don't
perfect 12.
mind.
hmm
I used to personal train. I
hmm
told you, I know how to work with it all. I had a big woman. I got her down.
We know it
She
because that's
she
all y'all do
she
after y'all get out
she
of that
had the
gym.
she had the fupa. Once I got through, the fupa was gone.
hmm
Not the football.
I would say something on here, but I had to put that button on for myself.
Yourself. Indeed.
Ain't no need me pausing myself.
I, I'm I'm built. I was a personal trainer. I was a cook in a restaurant. So those two things right there, we already knocked out.
Them
I was a
personal
bank.
trainers
I
be
was
the
a
worst
banker
one.
for a Chase, so I can handle the finances. I can cook, and I can help you lose weight. What we gonna do?
Look, them personal trainers be the worst one.
Okay.
Mm,
Will wear a big girl down. How you doing? How you doing?
Hey, I had it looking so good. Her mama said, "I got my baby back."
Mhm.
I got my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby.
Who is this say you got it all, huh? Who is that?
Nisha.
Nisha. I know it's her.
Leave my
She be
niece boo alone.
she be liking to push the buttons.
Oh,
Well, it was sure enough
this
fun
has
hanging out with
truly
you
been an
guys.
interesting live.
hmm Nigga, anybody gonna top your
I
lie, they gonna have to come on with it.
what, what you
You
say?
didn't got caught. You didn't got comfortable. You ready to close this out?
No, it's 10:49. I know Sharice probably got work. I know Andrea got work.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let's go
Lord
ahead
have
and wrap this
mercy.
one up.
Andrea, you usually knocked out by now.
Listen, I'm already in the bed.
I know you is. See, now me, I'm gonna be up till about 3 o'clock.
Hmm.
When everything gets still and quiet in the house, I want to do some stuff then.
Oh, excuse me.
hmm
I'm still trying to catch up on the 2 hours of
Oh, look in
time
Nick. Look
change.
in Nick. Look, listen here, Nick. Now, when we had this fundraiser for the So What You Think show, I expect your face up in the place.
All right,
You
I
know,
got
Mm.
you.
bring you a contribution.
All right, I got you.
We're trying to
Good
keep the
night,
show going, my brother,
Tanisha.
and keep the doors open and the lights on.
She
And
told me.
one day, we might be able to give you a little something back.
All right.
Who is that?
Nikki,
Say
she
good night,
found
ladies. We got to get some potential ladies on here. Who is that?
Tanisha.
Alicia, why you always on here stud on the pot?
That is
Just
your
got to
blood.
be starting some. She gonna make me forget we related.
Uh-uh.
I'm about to tell you. I'm about to
It's
whoop her when I see her. Well, I really appreciate it, you guys. We're gonna do our closing for you guys. Please tell a friend to come back and join us next Thursday night, 8 p.m. right in the same place. All right, Nick, are you frozen?
All right.
Nikki
I
is
think Nick
frozen.
might be frozen. Okay.
Oh, there he is.
All
Yeah.
right, y'all.
Join us every Thursday, 8 p.m. Good night.
She's gonna look at me like, are you
She would
serious,
humble
man?
you, humble you, but would you still want you to stay the
Sipping
time
and
and you still hear me come with talking about
drinking.
baby? I want to pay for her.
Sipping
She
If
and
would
they
humble you,
could.
humble you.
drinking. Sipping and drinking. Sipping and drinking. Sipping and drinking. Sipping and drinking. With Chicago and gin.
We so silly.
Good night,
All right,
y'all.
girl. Good
Hanging
night,
out.
y'all. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us. All right, let's see how we end this.